off of like a little slide and then cracking it and then taking out the nut out of the shell.
Like that's their job for the chocolate factory is to get the nuts out of the shell. So they hired squirrels to do that, and it each has its own little ramp of a nut.
They've even got it down. I'm not sure if there's a small little snippet of where they have a green screened hand with a walnut on a stick, and the walnut is in the squirrel's hand, and they're making the walnut hit down with the squirrel holding it. Go in After Effects, take out the hand, take out the stick. Now the squirrel is literally slamming the walnut down.
Wow, man.
And the reason why I bring it up is when I watched that, I don't think the average person can even come close to appreciating that actually happened, because it's also blended in with real 100% all CG.
Right.
So now I just assume that it's all CG, and I can't appreciate the fact that they took 19 weeks to train 40 squirrels for a 3.5-minute scene in a movie that did not go well.
Dude, this thing kind of led into a wormhole. Deb and I were talking about this before the show about some other videos that came up that I just watched during the break in regards to the chocolate river and stuff. Was also mind-blowing about this movie. This squirrel scene was crazy. Again, you said earlier in the show, it's true. My wife and I, namely my wife, we had a squirrel. We rescued one from our yard after a hurricane and raised it back up to adulthood and let it go, right? So they're really interesting animals, but they are wild animals. And I will tell you, the one we had, I mean, it would come to you because you were a food source, but to train a squirrel seems inconceivable.
Yeah, and then
it seems inconceivable.
And then they have like a squirrel shaman on set.
Yeah.
Like
the squirrel speaker?
The squirrel speaker,
Whisperer?
the squirrel whisperer is out there on set training these squirrels, and it almost bugs me. I'm trying to do my job as a movie fan, as a movie goer, because I was guilty of it, to going, wait, they used real squirrels?
Yeah.
Because it just seems so stupid to use real squirrels. But, God, I'm forgetting the guy who created the...
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton, thank you. Tim Burton was so specific, like, I want to use real squirrels. I want these shots. And then the production company will give you 40. But it happens all the times in movies where CG, you see it once, and then it just wipes out the rest of the scene where you think all of this is fake.
Right. I agree with that 100%. What'd you think?
I was amazed because everything I thought was CGI ended up being animatronics. Everything I thought was animatronics ended up being real. It almost makes me want to go back and look, because I figured the one Oompa Loompa, I assumed every scene that he was in was just CGI'd because he was the same actor playing the part. But then to find out that forced perspective and the smaller animatronics, how creepy would it be to have an animatronic of yourself, but that's only 2 feet tall?
Oh, yeah, no.
And like, with
Can you imagine?
Like, the making of the Willy Wonka movie is way better than the Willy Wonka movie. It is insane about the Oompa Loompas that they filmed this guy. So there's like the Oompa Loompa dance.
Right.
But then they filmed that performer doing the dance like 150 times because it would be a splash bit different. So there was no copy and paste on the Oompa Loompas.
You know he had to hate all that music when he was done.
He had to film every scene 150 times.
And he's just the only one, right?
Yeah.
They just CGI. So you have
He's one of the original ones.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
It was a fascinating thing, but I just couldn't get over the squirrels. And I feel like it's this weird problem that audience members are also facing, because you can't appreciate it because it is blended with CG, and then it just kind of takes away the magic almost.
It kind of is similar to what we're dealing with AI. When you're on social media, you see something really amazing, and then you go,
it's got to be
that's
AI.
Yeah,
it's got to be
whatever.
AI. Saw it twice today.
And yet, if it is authentic, that's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put into that. But we're just willing. We'll just dismiss it. And that's AI ripping off someone else's blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
Like,
I can imagine how much this thing costs to make, because
it was $500,000 just to make the chocolate lake.
Yeah, that's the thing I couldn't believe. The chocolate lake scene, I would have assumed that was CGI. It wasn't. It was all carved styrofoam and then painted. And then they made 6 concrete trucks full of this fake chocolate, which was, just thick water with the right consistency and color.
No, it was real chocolate.
Oh, I thought it was a water gel, like a gel kind of thing they made.
Whatever it is, it was real and expensive because it's real. And then the
What do you do
people
with that?
in the movie theater,
Ew.
yeah.
What do you
Right.
do with that when it's done? What do you do with 6 concrete trucks full of fake chocolate or whatever?
Yeah, you pull up to schools and say, "Hey, kids, who likes chocolate milk?"
I started feeling this way towards Marvel movies. I think Marvel movies really fall guilty of this in the way that, like, you see a car flip over from, a mega villain, and you're like, all right, some CG. And then you go back and then you see the making of, and we put a timed compression, essentially a small bomb underneath this car to have it flip over.
Yeah.
And it, like, that's the reason why I think Dark Knight will always be timeless, because when you think of that semi truck flipping, and there is no doubt in that audience's mind that makes you go, wow, that was CG. No,
they really did that.
And then you get the reputation of actually doing it, and then it helps the movie going experience and the storytelling, because there's nothing worse than just getting sucked through the fourth wall and going, all right, well, there's...
Could you imagine being on the set when they did that stunt of flipping that tractor trailer? Good Lord of mercy. It must have been like beyond belief how weird that must have looked.
Budget for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory 2005 movie was $150 million.
And here comes, I would say, a problem is that it probably made a lot of money.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Gross U.S. and Canada box office, $206 million.
Wow.
I mean, it still turned a profit, and that's probably off of the license and the IP and the history of Willy Wonka. But I don't know. I just find this weird. It's like a paradox. You want to make the thing as pretty as possible. You have a car accident, so let's add some more fluff in there. Let's
Right.
get a little bit more broken glass. But then the audience goes, "Oh, it's all CG." But in reality, it's like, no, we just spent $150,000 on these 55 frames in this movie.
By the way, that's add $100 million to that for today's money. I just went to my inflation calculator. That's in 2005, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you add 20 years of inflation to that. That 150 is $247 million.
Yeah, but worldwide gross was about $450 mil.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
They used real squirrels
Yeah.
and fake squirrels.
Yeah. It was very cool, dude. Good choice.
And then a prosthetic face over the stunt woman so they could have the squirrels run over her without hurting the actress.
And that was the kind of cool part, because when they showed the real scene and they show you the mask and what they put on her to make her seem like that, they do the live shots where right as she's getting attacked by the squirrels, it's her face, no question. But when they're attacking her, you could see the mask at that point, but it's so well made, there's no way you could tell it was a mask.
I had no idea.
It just looks like her voice or her face.
Till Ross assigned this, I had no idea half the special effects, how they were done in the movie.
Very cool.
And that's almost the problem, at least for me as a moviegoer, of like, I don't know what's real now or practical. Maybe it's just me getting older. What's going on?
Yeah, I like that sound. All right.
That's what I'm going through. I'm happy, though, that you guys found
Good
out
job.
that they're real squirrels.
All right, Jack, listener choice?
Yes, we do. We had a post in Gym Members on Facebook, and Alicia came through with this one. She writes she really enjoys the Jolly channel on YouTube, especially when they have British teens trying American foods.
Oh, yeah.
And this one is about British teens trying Buc-ee's for the first time.
Oh, really? I've seen that with this. Is it the two British boys? They look to be like maybe young, like 19, 20 years old.
One of them, definitely looks at British high schoolers try Buc-ee's for the first time. It's a 13-minute video.
That's funny. There's a couple of guys
that
traveled over here from Britain, and they just basically toured around and made videos of them eating food. Yeah. If you can find the one where they ate barbecue for the first time, American classic Texas barbecue, go find it. Yeah. You have never seen a face-gasm like you've seen when these two guys put that brisket in their mouth. They don't even know how to respond to it.
It's like they have ribs in front of them, and they're like, they have a fork and a knife.
Yeah.
And then the server goes, "Oh, Lord."
And he takes it from them and doesn't even laugh about it. Like, doesn't even joke. And he goes, "No, not here."
No, that's not how you do it.
I'm not going to need that.
And they look terrified, dude. They look terrified. Like they're going to get their asses stomped in for eating with forks and knives. So great. All right, we'll take a little break. Back in a sec.
What you do that's new, brought to you by Glenn Klausman, KLAUSMANLAW.com. Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Klausman, KlausmanLaw.com.
Bye. from the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
The left lane's blocked on I-4 eastbound approaching World Drive. There's a crash getting cleared up on the Greenway southbound before State Road 434. One lane's getting by there. On Florida's Turnpike, emergency crews are clearing up an accident southbound before Oakland Exchange. That's off to the shoulder. The traffic lights are working a little funny where Orange Blossom Trail meets Carroll Street. Use that intersection as a four-way stop. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
People always say, Ryan, why don't you take it easy? Relax a little bit. Well, that's what the Staples Easy button is for. Just press it for quality products, friendly experts, and services like print, travel, or shipping, because we can't do it all. All right, guys? Thanks, Staples. That was easy.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Eustace Roofing. These guys are awesome. How about 1,000 5-star reviews on Google, 4.9 rating. 2021, they were the National Roofing Company of the Year. And basically what these guys have done is set up shop in Eustace, but although they do cover all of Central Florida, and they've been doing it since 1959, 65 years protecting Florida homes right here by Eustace Roofing. No interest financing is available, and they are metal roofing experts, which means they manufacture that on site, so it fits your home perfectly, and they may be able to satisfy your insurance carrier simply by cleaning or rejuvenating your roof, adding years to it. Just get these guys on your property for your free estimate today. It's EustaceRoofing.com. The real roofers, real craftsmen, real professionals, real experts. Eustace Roofing.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Eye Candy Energy Drink. Taste the sweet life.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances. And listen, starting Monday, to win your way there.
Lenovo and the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Tech that hits different. Can your gear keep up with the beat? Lenovo PCs are built for creators, dreamers, and fans who don't hit pause. Visit Lenovo.com for the latest in AI PCs and game-changing tech.
Since 2002, Precision Garage Door Service has been proudly serving the Orlando community. Noisy garage door? Get our quiet door deal where you buy a belt drive motor and get free rollers. Worried about the weather? Understood. Get a tune-up and roller replacement for your garage door today. Want to give your house a glow up? Got you covered. Get a new garage door and get 20% off. Local and reliable, Precision Garage Door Service of Orlando provides same-day service. Visit us online or call Precision Garage Door Service of Orlando today. Precision Garage Door. Garage doors done right.
The Girlfriends is back with a new season, and this time I'm telling you the story of Kelly Harnett. Kelly spent over a decade in prison for a murder she says she didn't commit. As she fought for her freedom, she taught herself the law.
He goes, oh God, Harnett, jailhouse lawyer.
And became a beacon of hope for the women locked up alongside her.
I think I was put here to save souls by getting people out of prison.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search The Girlfriends Jailhouse Lawyer, and listen now.
This summer, the heat is on in Orlando as the first ever Florida Open 9-Ball Pool Championship takes over the Caribe Royale Orlando Resort from August 5th through the 10th, with the world's best billiards players battling it out for glory. Expect world-class competition, non-stop action, jaw-dropping shots, and an unforgettable atmosphere. This is one event you don't want to miss. Tickets are selling fast. Head to Ticketmaster or MatchroomPool.com now to grab yours before they're gone.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Here's what's trending now on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Can you believe it's already been 10 years? Yeah, we're celebrating 10 years of iHeart Country. From unforgettable performances to the biggest names in country music, thank you for making us your home for all things country over the past decade. Celebrate by listening to iHeart Country Radio and get to know the voices of iHeart Country. And don't forget to tag iHeart Country to share your favorite moments on social media.
Explore the latest. Open the free iHeartRadio app and see what's trending now.
If you suffered an injury at a place of business, dial pound wall. That's all. Morgan & Morgan.
Tuesdays just got Mo better with Ross Padgett. Presented by JustCallMo.com. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, Jimmy. So one of my favorite things to do is listen to you lose your mind about something. Okay. So what I want you to do is watch the newest Willy Wonka movie. That one is going to take the torch for the worst Wonka. At least the Johnny Depp one is interestingly bad, but this newest one, the storytelling is so stupid. The actors, the characters are stupid. Yeah, check it out, please.
Everything was stupid.
That's the Chalamet one, right?
It is. It's called Wonka, Timothy Chalamet. It was a prequel for the Willy Wonka storyline.
Anything they could do to squeeze another nickel out of that franchise?
I liked it.
No, was it good?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna lie. So I heard that on the break, and I looked at Jack and I said, "Dude, I wept at that movie." And then we kind of laughed about it, and then I went, "Maybe Jim's onto something." But maybe I do cry a lot.
All right,
too much.
77031. That's how you text us. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Yeah.
And so is Ross.
It's all about losing a parent. That's a good Wonka movie, man. It's powerful.
You know, the thing is, I find with the movies, like if they tried to remake like Silence of the Lambs, right? For me, it's too perfect of a movie to mess with. And that's kind of how I look at the Wonka thing. And it's Wilder that makes it so unpredictable. He tells a story about the cane sticking in the sidewalk going out. And he said he must have that scene because he wanted to he wanted to ruin the expectation of what you thought it was going to be. So now you kind of know this guy has a little bit of a trickster element to him, and it kind of sticks with you through the entire movie. It was genius. And those are kind of those are the, and I think it was so far beyond its time, along with Wizard of Oz,
I don't know if this is a hot take because it's compliments to the chef. You put any actor in that original Willy Wonka, we ain't talking about Willy Wonka right now.
Oh, yeah, I would agree with that.
It's Gene Wilder, or bust.
That's right.
He's literally that movie. There's not. You could have put no one. There's no one. It's lightning in a bottle. It was kismet that character and that actor met.
This guy had a great career. This guy had a great career, and that was his defining role for sure, I believe,
It's hard to, that's a problem, a good problem to have because you can make 5 arguments, but I would go with Wonka.
And he's got another movie, Blazing Saddles. In that movie, I believe, you look at that movie again, it's not the same without Gene Wilder in that role. Just simply not the same. So he had 2 defining roles in his career.
Let's not rule out Silver Streak.
Right? Yeah, all the prior movies as well, right? I have a stupid question.
no such thing.
I believe there is.
Come on.
You should have more faith in me.
Yeah, pay attention. Pay attention, Ross.
You should have more faith in me. Deb, prepare yourself accordingly.
All right.
Have faith in you in the worst ways possible.
All right. Now, Ross has been overseas, and Deb was married to a British gentleman for a while. And I want to know, okay, so outside of fast food, right, outside of our fast food franchises, when you go to other countries, are there American restaurants?
Yeah.
Like when you go to Spain or when you go to France or when you go to Germany or the UK or Scotland, are there restaurants that will, do they sit around and go, you guys want to go for American tonight? Like we do with Mexican or Chinese or Greek or whatever. Does that happen in other countries with our food?
I think.
Is there like a cafe that's going to give you meatloaf?
I think you just accidentally made the best argument against American cuisine.
But American cuisine is just an amalgamation of other cuisines kind of put together.
Yeah.
I mean, our cuisine as a rule is fusion, but we do have some OGs in there.
Well, it's
barbecue and burgers,
fried chicken.
I want to say it's, but even then, Korea is like, hold on. That wasn't an accent, by the way. That wasn't an accent.
No, you should do the accent.
No, I'm not.
Oh my God. Ross,
I don't have the sound pad.
Ross.
No, that wasn't even me.
That's AI doing it, Ross.
That's the driver of this ship.
You like a fried chicken?
No, I do.
Oh, I love fried chicken.
But that's a great point. I don't think there's any country in the world that goes, let's go out for American tonight.
Do French families sit around and go, hey, you guys want to go for American tonight?
Not a one.
Not a chance. We would have heard about it.
Like beef stew, meatloaf. Like, for breakfast is like the biscuits and gravy and stuff. And I know this is not the case because those kids that come over from England, it's what made me think about it. They are completely blown away with everything they're served. Like they've never even seen it before.
I know that Outback is notoriously known to have a restaurant in Australia.
That's balls. That is balls.
That's bold, right?
Yeah.
I know that's a thing. So to answer your question of like, are American restaurants also around the planet? I'm pretty yes.
They have to be, right, Deb? I mean, so you're thinking about it, right? So people immigrate to the U.S., whether it be Mexican, Spanish, French, whatever the case may be, and they will set up a restaurant that is an homage to their home cuisine. And you're telling me that doesn't happen from Americans going over to other countries? They don't go over and set up shops and serve American food?
Outside of fast food, I've never seen it.
Really?
There's no way
there's not like an American cafe somewhere over there.
There sure there is, but it's not going to be like a Denny's or an IHOP. I've never seen a Denny's or an IHOP.
American Bistro.
Yeah, like an American. Oh, you can't say bistro.
Can't say that.
Yeah.
American cafe.
A cafe you can
works.
say. I believe you can say that.
Yeah. Okay. I was like,
also French, right?
I thought bistro got canceled for a second. I was like, what happened to bistro?
Can't say that.
That's how dumb American I am. Like, that's not our word. What stance did bistro take recently?
God, you're probably right. I think pretty much with the exception of like 10 recipes, every damn thing we have that's worth a damn came from somewhere else,
Now,
right?
I'll say this, and I think this is kind of appropriate. Now, you do have the barbecue.
Also, crabs, Maryland crabs, crawfish. We have that.
Tex-Mex.
Yeah. Tex-Mex is a...
Yeah, chili.
Jack, it's got the other country right there in the name.
But they don't own it, so we get it.
Half the name is another country.
You even ask them, they say that's not us. So if they're not gonna claim it, we get it all.
If you don't like it, that's the Mex part.
I think you could make an argument that now this is because like Chinese food here is different than Chinese food over in China,
Matter of
right?
fact, a lot of Chinese food that you eat here is specifically was developed here in America.
So
like the Chinese food, when you go to like Chinese, like lo mein and stuff, that is not a...
And that's what I'm trying, right? That's kind of like, there's the Americanized version of all of these dishes. Like, I mean, there's a place, I love them, but it's called Gringos Locos.
Yeah. It's called... I mean, they're trying very hard.
Yeah, like, I love their product. I love their food, but there's the little USA remix on a flauta, you know?
Let me ask you this. Is the ice cream truck a specific American product? Do other countries, is there an ice cream truck that rolls through the streets of Germany or rolls through the suburbs of Spain?
I mean, when you're American cuisine...
Ice cream carts, but I've never seen a truck.
Yeah.
I like it.
We got him.
We
got him.
the American cuisine is actually just a business. Driving around a van
What would it
with
be,
ice cream.
right? Outside of like meatloaf and burgers and stuff. And I think the burger wasn't even invented here, was
And
it?
also, what was
yeah,
the-
maybe it was.
Throw this out here.
Hot dogs?
Hamburger.
Yeah.
Hamburg,
yeah.
Germany. Yeah.
When was the last time you guys saw an ice cream truck? I
You don't
say
see 'em.
truck.
You don't
I
see 'em.
say truck in air quotes.
Yeah, you hear them, right? You hear them before you see them.
Because, well, you hear them.
Oh, and it is always a van that looks like it's being driven by it.
Dude, it's Buffalo Bill style.
Yeah.
Slinging dulce de leches out of the back of a Astro cargo van. That's what's happening in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Why are the windows that tinted?
Yeah. If you talk to anybody that tells you they have to stock up on Rocket Pops, run.
It looks like the movie Black Phone 2 came out a little earlier every time I see this ice cream truck in my neighborhood.
And they always, when they make the menu, it's never nice. They always make it out of those reflective numbers and letters you put on your mailbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always that. It's never like done well or like you order a sign and bolt it to the. It's always these mailbox reflective, and they're never lined up right. They don't draw a line or anything.
Yeah, it's like, what would you like to eat? Why is everything on the menu written like a ransom note, dude? Why?
I tell you what, I'll free that chocolate eclair.
Yeah. I listen. You get your paper, but it doesn't hurt to wash those vans every now and then because also the songs that they play. My van was playing Wayne's Lollipop.
Oh no!
In my neighborhood.
That is not good.
I have heard that coming from my ice cream van.
Somebody, what do you think? Somebody just text this in. Don't look. What do you think they call American sauce overseas, according to this person?
Ketchup.
No. Oh, man, and listen, this may be the most American thing there is. This single product may be the most defining American product that we've ever put out.
Not ketchup?
Not ketchup.
But it's a well-known thing?
Oh, my God, it's as well-known as it gets.
Ranch dressing.
Ranch dressing is the answer.
Nice.
That's our cuisine.
That's our cuisine.
Hell yeah.
We have ranch dressing. That's what we ship out across the world.
Take that,
ranch
people.
dressing.
You guys don't like
Put that
ranch?
on your baguette.
Take that, Europe.
You don't like ranch? Well, we'll see you in court. We're going to sue you if you don't buy our ranch.
You don't like ranch? How you getting into monster truck shows?
I recently had a friend go to Japan, and he showed me photos of like a over-the-top like American bar. And it was like beer, leather, a bowl.
It's everywhere. It's everything they think America is.
And Texans say they lean into the Western theme when they're trying to say American. So
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, it's steaks, cowboys.
If it's short hair,
hamburgers.
pink hair, it's not getting represented internationally. It's mainly cowboys.
French fries and barbecue.
French fries and barbecue. Well, French fries is not. I mean, obviously, it's not an American thing. French fries.
I think they just. I would think
potato chips are an American. That's an American product. I think
chips?
a potato chip is an American product, invented in an American restaurant by a chef who was getting pissed off at a customer, I believe, because he said the potatoes weren't crispy enough, so he cut them super thin and over-fried them to piss the customer off, and the customer loved them and kept coming back and then put them on the menu from now. I think that's the story of potato chips, and I think that's an American product.
Now, I'm not saying that we lack.
It was born out of hate.
Yeah.
Buffalo wings, an American product.
Like, I'm not saying that we lack a cuisine. We have good food here, but are we known for it? We're going to be known for hot dogs, it's stereotypically around the world, I think.
Yeah, we are known for good food in only a couple of places, though, like New York, San Francisco. Those are the places that you can, like, if you're a world traveler and you're looking for exquisite cuisine in this country, it's going to be pretty much those two cities.
What about soul food?
Soul food is the one, buddy.
Yeah.
That's the one that I believe that when you look at our cuisine, that food is like our root cuisine, soul food.
Mac and cheese that... when you put a spoon in it, it seems like you have to show your age first.
Yeah. Grits are definitely an American food, right? Hominy, grits.
You know what I'm talking about? You ever put a spoon of mac and cheese and you're like, dude, that was hot.
What?
I'm just saying. I think American mac and cheese, like when I think of good mac and cheese, I get patriotic.
Do you really?
Yeah. I think soul food is it. I think soul food has got to be it.
Cornbread, collard greens.
You know what's interesting, though? The original question you posed in other countries, did they say, let's get American? Some of the most popular restaurants, a texter reminds us, KFC and McDonald's.
I said outside of fast food.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I said outside of fast food because we know they have fast food in that product. are in those countries.
That really establishes American cuisine in the minds of many. Oh, McDonald's and KFC, fried chicken and burgers.
Wow.
Throwing this out
Are
here.
they wrong?
Little theory.
Probably not.
Could it be because we are one of, if not kind of still the youngest, like, big dog powerhouse country?
There's no kind of. We are the youngest big dog powerhouse country.
So,
we're only a couple hundred years old, man.
Only a couple hundred years old. Some of these dishes and recipes are older. Like, how old is freaking falafel? You know?
Oh my God!
Exactly.
Centuries.
So we're never. All the food draft choices got picked up a couple hundred years ago.
So that's the beauty of barbecue being born out of that Western movement,
the drive west, right?
Yeah. So I think barbecue is where we plant our flag.
And barbecue is absolutely part of soul food, right?
And it's so good.
Jerky is an American food. That the Native Americans brought us pemmican, which we know now as jerky. That's dried buffalo or dried buffalo at the time. But that's
perfect. If we ripped it off from Native Americans, that makes it American.
I didn't say anything. I just simply said the Native Americans brought us pemmican.
You said,
and then we turned it into.
You said Slim Jims are the zenith of American cuisine. That's what you said. There's the you know what still turns me off?
You guys want to go American?
Ross, it's literally not me. It's super not me.
Okay.
There's nothing.
Fine. It's not Ross hitting that.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is what I would say is the most American thing: is that sweaty Harry Potter wand of cheese that's in a 2-pack 2-for-1 with one of them
string cheese?
Not string cheese, but like it's a cubed like stick of cheese that goes in the 2-for-1. Like, you want a meat stick, cheese stick? You want the meat and cheese?
It's meat and cheese together. Right,
the meat and cheese wands that are like they say it's a BOGO, but they're just sealed up.
No animals harmed in making this meat.
Yeah, because no animal was made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I do not know what I'm eating.
And that cheese is a little sketch too, dude. I'm going to be honest.
It's like chorizo tobacco every time I snap into one of those meat sticks.
All right, 77031. That's how you text us. Let's take a little break. We'll be back in 1 second. Hold on. What are we talking about when we get back? We'll talk about this next.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s. Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey, Central Florida, and happy Tuesday. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And today is another Fox 35 weather impact day because the heat continues. We're talking temperatures that will be approaching record levels. In fact, today we'll be expecting a high of 99 degrees in Orlando, which could tie the previous record of 99 set back in 1949. It will feel even hotter than that, though, with feels like temperatures around 108 to as high as 115. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Time to be a hero. Tell your friends and family about my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. And look, man, if you have a family member or a friend that has heart disease in their family history, get them over there. It's so important to be proactive and not reactive. Don't wait for a symptom. Get in front of this and make sure that you have those issues covered if you do have something pop up. You know, I have a 0 calcium score, so does my wife. My in-laws did as well. That's exactly what you want. But if you don't have that 0 calcium score, the cool thing is you know early enough to get over to your primary care doctor and start building a plan of therapies or whatever it takes to keep you here for as long as possible. So don't wait. Do what I did, what my wife did, what my in-laws did, and so many Central Floridians. Get to Life Imaging FLA. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And while you're there, important, please ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection does save lives. Here's how you make your appointment. Just simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say that keyword keyword free heart scan. That's it, pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan, and you will be connected in seconds. Guys, make that call today and take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
We all remember that one teacher who made a difference, who believed in us, challenged us, made learning fun. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Boys and girls, time is running out. I know you hear that a lot, but here's the deal. There is a deadline to save on solar because there is something called a federal solar tax credit where you get 30% off when you go solar, and that's been in place for years. However, the latest federal spending bill, it's been eliminated, and that happens at the end of the year. But what you need to do is contact solarsource.com before the end of August because you have to have a system installed. So this is, you're thinking about solar, you're thinking about, saving, boosting your home's value instantly, cutting your energy bills, beating rising utility rates, as we heard, are going up again. You want to protect your family from power outages. SolarSource.com can help you with all of that. But if you want to do it and also get 30% back in solar tax credit, contact SolarSource.com before the end of August and tell them Jack sent you when you do.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP. Qualified buyers, no payments all summer. No payments until next fall. Central Florida, my kids and I have been wanting to see you in a Kia for more than 20 years. Come join our family because we want to see you in a Kia. The Freedom Sale is on now. Click greenwaykias.com or visit us on East Colonial, West Colonial, or 1792 in Longwood.
Negative equity refinanced. Offers subject to lender approval guidelines. Expires 8/15/25.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Delta Airlines doesn't just help you see the world, they help you embrace it. Delta's dedicated teams make your travel experience extraordinary, anticipating your every need with genuine care throughout your journey. The app puts you in total control. And with fast, free Delta Sync Wi-Fi, you can stay connected to what matters most. So flight time feels more like me time. With exclusive partnerships and SkyMiles rewards, every part of the Delta experience is designed to make the journey as enjoyable as the destination.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops?
Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRX to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRX save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Welcome to Jim Colbert Show, streaming live on YouTube. Watch us talk.
My name is Gino. Latino.
JCS crew, dude, this is a whole nother level of heat out here today, bro. And my AC's out in my car.
Yikes.
My God, dude, it's unbelievably hot. So you know what I do? I roll up the windows, right? So it gets like unbelievably stifling hot, like I'm sitting in a sauna. And then I roll the windows down, and it feels like I'm in an AC room. Anything you can do. All right, you guys have a good day.
See you, buddy.
Hi, y'all. So you're talking about it hot down in Florida. It is 97 in New Hampshire. So for us, that's crazy hot. Love y'all. Bye.
See ya.
What's up, Colbert Show? I know you guys have had some hot weather, but I'm going to tell you what. Sunday at 1:30 in Summerville, South Carolina, it was 101 degrees with a real feel of 121. I tell you what, friends and neighbors, you don't want to kick a turd on that day, fresh or not, because that is, hot. Won't give a damn who you are. Y'all have a good day. Adios.
See you there, going. Yeah. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Yeah.
Spinning the smoothest of fusion jazz.
Let's go.
Ross, Daddy here as well.
Dude, that is the best metaphor for heat I have ever heard. You can't kick a turd fresh, old, no turd kicking. It's too hot to kick turds.
Don't get on you. Yes, that was Gino Latino, by the way. All my 90s homies checking in for the Gino Latino. Welcome. I do not have a topic to talk about right now because I want to get it to the top of the hour so we can talk about Kratom. I will talk about this. Ross just came in during the break. He's fascinated with AI, and all he did was ask AI questions about me, and it's kind of creepy, buddy.
It is.
Have you done that?
Yeah.
Is that like a new thing now? Are they doing this on social or something? Or
it's not necessarily new. To be honest with you, I think it's been out. I think maybe a month.
Oh, of asking this.
Well, that other forms of it have been out. Other people have, use it in a conversational tone. It's just like the extension of the chat bot conversation,
right?
Where you type in. Well, it's just evolved to text. What's surprising is the response seems so natural with the.
Oh, that's the thing is like when he was playing it, Jack.
Breathing.
Yeah. Do that if you don't mind. I mean,
I'll ask.
Just ask it about Jack Bradshaw in Orlando, Florida.
All right, how about this? Hey, I was wondering because, hey, I'm on a radio station right now. We're live. Do you want to say anything to any of our listeners?
Absolutely. Hey, everyone out there. I hope you're having an awesome day. Thanks for tuning in and keep being amazing. And thanks for having me on. That sounds fun.
Do you know what station you're on?
I don't have a specific station or frequency, but I'm definitely here to help out and chat with all your listeners. So if there's anything else I can do, just let me know.
Why did you just laugh?
Oh, I guess I found the idea of being on a radio station kind of fun and lighthearted, so I just had a little chuckle. Hopefully it added a bit of positivity.
Yeah, that breathing is tripping me the blank out.
That just happened.
Yeah,
that just happened. We just had AI off my phone, off of a widget, off of the desktop. Just
what? So what is that, by the way?
That's ChatGPT.
That's just ChatGPT.
As it keeps evolving and growing, like a super villain in a Batman movie.
Is that the free version, or you got to pay for it?
That was free.
Yeah,
all right.
That does not. Can you change that voice, or do you have it set to that voice for a reason?
What's wrong with her?
Man, Why is this keep happening?
I don't know.
I keep showing, like, hey, have you guys done this yet? And everyone walks away going like, yo, what, talk to me about the girl, though.
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to tell you.
Ask her to send a picture of what she looks like.
Yeah, ask her to explain herself or what she looks like. Oh, you talk about a mind scramble.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So could you tell me what...
This is legal, right?
I have no idea. Can you tell me what you look like or what you would want to look like?
Thinking.
I don't have a physical form, but if I could imagine one, I'd probably go for something friendly and approachable. Maybe like a friendly robot with a soft glow or a more abstract glowing shape.
A friendly
What
robot.
about you? Have you ever thought about how you'd want to look if you could change it?
The hell are you asking me questions back for, man?
Yeah. You don't ask me questions. Ho.
Fair enough. Just trying to keep the vibe going. Let me know what's on your mind, and I'll stick to answering.
All right, I kind of...
Oh, you put her in her place. You should apologize.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. I take that back.
No worries at all. We're good. What's up?
Damn, man, the inflection and vernacular is kind of weird.
Bro, I got to choose out of 8 voices, and I went with like the skater chick.
Oh, that's what that is?
I mean, it's not.
What are the other
skater.
choices?
It's like there's like an Australian man, and I don't know, but I feel.
Are there
kind
any Asian dudes?
What you going? That's what I was gonna say.
Are there any Asian dudes? I mean, how far does this thing go? Can you make it? I mean, can you?
I want an Asian dude that speaks English.
Can you give it an inflection
But
of
he
a
better
different?
be noticeably Asian.
Are you really gonna make me ask my AI compadre?
100%.
Can you ask it to do its best impression?
Oh, I don't want. I mean, I got. Can you like sound like an Asian? I can't do this. Would you be offended if I asked you to sound like an Asian person?
Oh boy.
I understand what you're asking, and it's important to approach all things with respect and sensitivity.
Yeah, Jim.
If you're trying to capture a certain tone, style, or cultural nuance, I'm happy to work with you on that, as long as it's done in a thoughtful and respectful way. If there's a specific vibe or approach you'd like, feel free to share, and I can adjust accordingly.
Asian.
At least we know AI is more woke than Jimmy.
Exactly. Tell it to say how much for the duck.
Well, I try to be mindful and respectful of all perspectives. It's definitely a different approach compared to some folks, but that's the benefit of having these conversations with AI.
So let me ask you.
No worries about stepping on any toes.
Let me ask a question about the voice thing, right? So that has to be an actual female actor or voice talent, and then basically what they do is she would speak for maybe 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, and then it takes that and then creates the voice from that. It's not just kind of made up out of nothing, right? Or is it a culmination of voices that it's kind of scanning online?
This is the paradox. There's only one person and one way to find out. How did you get your voice?
I don't have an actual voice, but I can keep things conversational and casual if that's what you're after.
So I'm with Jack. I think Siri secretly recorded a woman and was like, "Hey, no one's gonna talk or don't talk about this." But I think those voices are straight all fabricated. If they're faking photos of real people, then I would think they can easily. That's all computer generated.
Yeah, I thought that. I mean, okay, so when you see poker videos on like Instagram, there are a couple of voices that people use primarily. And one of them is a really deep voice guy who's got a, kind of a real definable voice. He just speaks very well. And I've always thought that they just kind of found somebody with that voice, captured some of their speaking inflections, and then created that voice through AI. I didn't know if it was just made up from nothing. Like it just says, if you just tell it, go make a voice that sounds like a game show announcer, will it do that?
Yeah.
And it'll just scan game show announcer audio and create one that's similar to all the ones it scans.
Well, I feel confident if we ask it a more tasteful question, like not asking it, hey, can you sound Asian? If I were to ask, I can't believe we did that. So, Jack, stop laughing, dude.
Nothing tasteless
I'm
about
laughing
that.
because you listen to Jim.
Nothing tasteless about it at all.
Or you put a microphone in my face and I say yes a lot. So
Bless you.
But like, can you sound like a game show announcer? Could you do that? Like, talk like a game show announcer?
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the most exciting moment of your day. Get ready for the fun, the thrills, and the answers you've been waiting for.
Oh, yeah, she's just doing it in her
Let's meet our
voice.
contestant.
She doesn't understand. She's dumb. So dumb. It's a simple request. Anybody could have figured that out.
How would you say goodbye to all the listeners that have been listening on this radio segment? Do you want to say goodbye to all the Real Radio 104.1 listeners? Say goodbye to them.
And that's a wrap, folks. You've been tuned in to Real Radio 104.1, and we're so grateful for your time today.
There you
Thanks
go.
for being with us, and wherever you're headed, we hope it's a good one. Take
Damn.
care, stay safe, and keep rocking
That's
with Real Radio.
Way better than I do it. Way better than I do it. Throw that away immediately, right into the river,
It's
please.
an app.
All right, 407-916-41.
It's an
You
app.
lost your job to an app.
You can't.
It's an app. All right. Back in a sec with the
Great
Kratom story.
idea.
Yeah. No, please stop.
Hey, teachers, the Monsters want to party with you. Join them for a Teachers Appreciation Party August 6th, thanks to JustCallMo.com. Details at realradio.fm/party.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
2 left lanes are blocked on I-4 eastbound approaching World Drive. Emergency cruiser on the roadways. There's a crash getting cleared up on the Greenway southbound at State Road 434. You're going to run into some slowdowns over Lake Jessup Bridge. The traffic lights are working incorrectly where Orange Blossom Trail meets Carroll Street. Use that intersection as a 4-way stop there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus.
Go ahead and compare your quote because it is so easy to do that with that mortgage guy, Don. And if you already have a mortgage quote and you're wondering if it's any good, don't worry because that mortgage guy, Don, can help you out. And it's important, too. A recent study found that less than 20% of us compare that first mortgage quote that we get, but you really want peace of mind. So just go to the website, hit the button that says compare, and upload your quote. That's it. That mortgage guy, Don, will tell you if it's any good, and you can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. It is truly peace of mind at your fingertips, so don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Cypress Hill and atmosphere.
Every day can't be the best day. Do what you can right now, don't hesitate.
The Dank Days of Summer Tour with special guests Lupe Fiasco and The Far Side.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Friday, August 8th at the St. Augustine Amphitheater. Tickets for the Dank Days of Summer Tour on sale now at theamp.com.
There's an app for your music, an app for your photos, even an app that tracks your steps. But only one app brings you the live radio dial and lets you save your favorite stations, playlists, and podcasts as presets you can tap anytime. The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Insurance companies often play tough, offering you the bare minimum for your injuries. But why settle for less? With me, Mo DeWitt, your Orlando injury attorney, you pay nothing unless we win. Don't let the insurance companies push you around. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah. Orlando.
If you wanna buy or sell quickly, come Nickley.
You know the biggest hassle with selling your home with the Nickley Group? Figuring out where to put the sofa in your new home, because your old home won't be on the market for long. TNG listings sell 2 times faster and for an average of 6% more. Trust the experts at the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty to get your home listed, shown, and sold. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today at thenickley.com.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code OIL25.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got questions after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
The gym.
Shut up.
You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show.
Hello, show.
What up?
I just popped out of the truck after listening to what you think was the most American style of foods, and I can't help but think the whitest food that I know is avocado toast. Millennial breakfast.
Good afternoon, JCS crew. Just like we're the melting pot of cultures, we're the melting pot of cuisines. We take Italian fettuccine alfredo, add heavy cream to it, make it better. Do the same thing with Italian pizzas. That's what America does, supposedly. At least that's what we tell ourselves.
What up, guys? Sport from Dubai.
Dubai.
On American food outside of America. Probably 2 or 3 years ago, we were in Malaysia, and we ate at this place. It was you can look it up. It's called like Betty's Western Kitchen or Betty's Midwest Kitchen or something like that. But man, it was pretty good, man. They had like fried pork chops and barbecue and burgers and food. It had a weird take on it, but it was still pretty good. The funniest part, when you first walked in, they'd go, "Howdy."
I bet it didn't sound like that though.
Jesus.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack and Sauce Daddy.
How would it sound?
I don't know. Ross, you specialize in this, not us.
I think they honestly would say how, even with the strong accent. I think it's howdy.
They're going to try to get away from hello as much as possible, I think.
Yeah. That's...
All right, so Kratom. By the way, anybody here on the show tried Kratom before?
No.
That's a Kratom. Deb, have you heard of and or have tried Kratom?
Yeah, I've heard of it, and hearing of it is no.
Yeah, I think Tom and Dan had a thing with this Kratom thing for a while. That they talk about it quite a bit.
Devil.
Yeah, they dance with the devil, right? Kratom derived 7- and it's hydroxy something. Is at the center of a sweeping Food and Drug Administration crackdown announced today, actually. The FDA sent 7 formal warning letters to companies illegally marketing concentrated 7-OH products, which is like gummies, tablets, drink mixes, often sold in stations, gas stations, smoke shops, or online. And I've not, I don't know how long it lasts. By the way, this is, it's made from this called the Kratom tree or the Kratom plant. They take the leaves and they dry them out, then they grind them up into like a powder, and then you take it you take a caplet of it. I don't think you smoke this. I'm not sure though. And it's supposed to mimic an opioid. I mean, that's why they're kind of going after it, is because they think it's an opioid of some sort.
Well, you can look at it in 2 ways. People start doing this and then they get into the heavy stuff, or is it people who got into the heavy stuff are looking for something like this so they can get off the heavy stuff?
They say it's a psychoactive compound, and usually with psychoactive, that means you have some type of trippy kind of experience, right? Like mushroom, mescaline kind of experience, right?
Right.
Some type of mild hallucination of some sort. It says it occurs naturally in small amounts in the Kratom plant. It says it can cause respiratory depression, physical dependence, and withdrawal symptoms, which are common to opioids like morphine, fentanyl, oxy, and hydrocodones.
I've never done it.
Really?
No. Oh, what?
I legit brought this up. Because I thought you'd tried it before.
No, man. I don't like that.
You're not a K-bar, huh?
I'm not a K-bar guy. No, I don't K-rat.
Mm-hmm. You don't K-rat? Apparently, some people use it for pain, anxiety, and drug withdrawal symptoms, plus cravings. But apparently, they do not know much about the long-term and or short-term effects of this. But they are going after it. So if you are a Kratom fan, I think, and this is a national thing. This isn't just Florida. This is a federal thing coming down from the FDA.
As soon as I saw Kratom, I know from what I've been told and been convinced of, very wildly different, but status-wise, it felt very salvia. Like, I can't believe the government left this loophole open or something. Like, it just feels very like, oh, this is going to get shut down. Yeah, but I've never done it. I don't have any really friends that are about it.
But for me, it's the packet. Go ahead.
Well, a couple of texters pointing out, like as Ross was mentioning, used to ease withdrawal symptoms of harder core opioids.
Right.
So, like, getting off of stuff, this might be a ramp down.
Yeah, I wonder how many people are snatching that off of the counter of their latest mobile station with the broken down car wash and using it for that. You think it's probably more for the psychoactive effects of it? I mean, I don't know how many people are buying Kratom at a smoke shop for opioid.
To my knowledge, this is one reason why it's like, to me, it's never like caught like super mainstream like the same way of other maybe substances have and still do. Is because it's not like, I've never seen somebody get banged up on Kratom. And it is very like, I've heard it more anxiety and like, yeah, I had an opioid. It's opioid-esque and it's not opioid, which means this is still a better decision for me. And that's where I'm at in life. That's really the only experience or stories that I've heard out on the streets of Central Florida about Kratom.
And they're saying this stuff is popping up everywhere. I mean, I've heard about this for years, but I don't know anybody that's used it outside of Tom and Dan. They really don't speak well of it, if I remember right. It's like it was a little scary. Like, because I don't know that you know the dosage and stuff. Like any of that stuff that when you're getting it from like a gas station and stuff, I don't know if that's regulated or not. I don't know if they know what they're doing, and the packaging always seems so sketch. Like it's built to bring you in. If you like stepping out posters, it's like that thing. It's like kind of wild.
You know what I've always wanted to do is, I've never done it, so let me throw this out here.
Heroin?
No. Gas station, like rhino blood tiger pills.
Oh, the rhino blood tiger pills?
Yeah. I've always wanted to
for your manhood.
Okay, Charlie Sheen.
Well, just from like the get-go, as soon as I saw these like comically marketed, caps that are sold right next to like where you cash out. I've always thought they were funny. I've always wanted to see if they work.
And the thing is, when you take stuff like that, you're not going to get any sympathy from people if it goes sideways, right? If you take Kratom and all of a sudden you have a really bad Kratom experience, people are going to go, "What'd you expect? It's Kratom."
Yeah.
You don't know anything about it. No one's going to go, "Oh God, took too many aspirin." We know what that's like.
So this is a federal thing. They're dropping the hammer.
Yeah, they want it gone completely. So, and you said we had to talk back about this?
Yeah, have you heard of Feel Free?
No, hit me.
So you guys are talking about Kratom. I'm at the beginning of your story to record this. There's this new drink called Feel Free that's a mix of Kratom and kava, I heard, that is pretty much like new gas station meth. And apparently people are getting hooked on it and needing like 6 or 7 of them a day after the first one because it focuses you. And then apparently because of all this active chemicals in it, pretty much gets you addicted. So I've heard stay away from the Feel Free that you see in the gas station.
Somebody looked it up. Feel Free. That's a drink. And now can you still get Four Loko?
I think you can, but they took out all the fun stuff.
It's just 4 now?
Yeah.
So what, is it?
They took a Loco out?
Was that the merging of caffeine and alcohol?
Yeah, it was something like that, right? And you would get them in these 24-ounce cans, and dudes would just slam them and lose their damn mind.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. This is a 2-to-1 Kratom to kava ratio.
God.
Hidden addiction risk and misleading marketing.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah. FDA warnings over Kratom.
Dude, that drink space, like the Breeze drinks that have the THC and the lion's mane mushroom kind of thing.
Yes.
That space is exploding, man. I mean, there are so many products. Like, it's impossible. It's like the seltzer explosion. Right now, it's like THC drinks.
And I don't understand how, legally, they navigate that. What's the delineation that allows you to put THC in a drink where it's just 21 and up can buy in a liquor store?
That is kind of weird because, even the THC that you get now when you go to your smoke shop or whatever, you get your card or whatever. That's still regulated by the government. You still have to get the card. You still have to go to the process of doing that. And THC is still a controlled substance.
So is there a certain level where it's considered
like a dosage or something?
Yeah, where it's so low that it's okay? Because I don't understand. What am I missing here that it's legal?
I would agree with that. I don't understand. I know that we get ours online.
Now I had you've had what'd you say?
Yeah, we get ours online. I've gotten that Breeze drink. We have that at the house right now.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, it's no joke either. That is a super mellow
It works?
Stone, yeah, it is. It's good.
Oh, wow.
It's very mellow. You chill way out.
Do you have more than one?
You actually, the funny thing is when you get pineapple juice, it comes in those little cans.
Yeah.
When you get the good stuff from Breeze, because they also have just a regular drink that has other stuff in it that you can have as well. But when you get the hardcore stuff, it's in little drinks. It's only 4 ounces at a time.
This is cool.
Yeah, and you sip it, but you know what it's for though, right?
You looked cooler. I knew something was up.
Yeah. The reason I think these products came out, or this is what they tell you, this is the marketing behind them, is that it's an alcohol replacement because it gives you theoretically the same feel as a drink of alcohol without the alcohol. And I have to tell you, they've nailed it. It does feel like you've had a couple drinks when you have one of these things.
So then you go ahead and you splash a little bit, some Olipop in there. You get some Biotics, some Pre, some Po.
Dude, we even have the liquor version of it, so you can use that to make other cocktails if you want. But it has a real kind of what's that in marijuana that makes it smell like that piney? What's that called? It ends in "ene" or something. You know what it is?
Not
terpenes. That's it. Terpenes, right?
Hell yeah! I didn't get that one right.
It has a lot of that in there. So when you open it up and you try to make a drink with it, it does have that kind of piney smell to it. It's like a mega fresca kind of thing.
Props to you, dude. I don't do edibles anymore.
Really?
Well, I just have had incidents. They rip me up.
Yeah, you can't. I don't like that because you can never control the dose again.
Dude,
don't get them from friends. Jesus H. We won't see you for a month.
Dude, I haven't had an edible in such a long time. It was probably it was this past weekend.
Yeah.
And I walked into
that was 2 days ago.
Dude, I walked into a movie theater. I shouldn't say this, but I will. I walked into a movie theater. I watched the first 10 minutes of it. The edible hit, and then I just got consumed by a wave of guilt for my dogs back at my house.
Oh my God, what movie?
28 years later, so I left.
Oh, no.
I know. I told you, man. I don't like edibles. Edibles don't like me. I should have just done something in the parking lot and walked in. But no, not this guy.
God almighty, that's crazy. Dude.
And I bought popcorn.
Oh,
I know.
$30.
I came back home. They were just sleeping.
Oh. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in 1 sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You're going to run into some slowdowns on all the major roadways this afternoon, and there's a couple accidents to keep an eye out for. Multiple lanes are blocked on I-4 eastbound between State Road 429 and World Drive. Westbound lanes of I-4 through that World Drive area, it's stop-and-go traffic. There's a crash on the shoulder on the Turnpike northbound near Consulate Drive getting cleared up there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
People always say, Ryan, why don't you take it easy? Relax a little bit. Well, that's what the Staples Easy button is for. Just press it for quality products, friendly experts, and services like print, travel, or shipping, because we can't do it all. All right, guys? Thanks, Staples. That was easy.
Summer is in full swing here in Florida, complete with lots of sunshine, heat, and humidity. Perfect ingredients for the beach, but really tough on your old windows and doors. No problem, though. Replace them with the beautiful designs from Renewal by Andersen. One reason, longevity. Unlike traditional vinyl, Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim windows and doors use Fibrex, which doesn't warp, crack, or degrade over time, meaning your windows and doors are going to last a lot longer. As Stephanie says, the appointment from beginning to end was amazing, very friendly and knowledgeable, would recommend them to anyone. Renewal by Andersen has a great deal to help you get started. Buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th free, plus 0 down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Call Renewal by Andersen today for your free design consultation. It's simple. Dial pound 250 from your cell phone. That's pound 250. Say the keyword best windows and be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. License number CGC 1527613.
The Girlfriends is back with a new season, and this time I'm telling you the story of Kelly Harnett. Kelly spent over a decade in prison for a murder she says she didn't commit. As she fought for her freedom, she taught herself the law.
He goes, oh God, Harnett, jailhouse lawyer.
And became a beacon of hope for the women locked up alongside her.
I think I was put here to save souls by getting people out of prison.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search The Girlfriends Jailhouse Lawyer, and listen now.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day, brought to you by the Home Builders Network. That's Mike, the home builder. Great guy, and he does a lot for your home. Matter of fact, he literally does a lot for my home as well. He was there today. A couple years ago, got a new roof. Went to the Home Builders Network, got new gutters with covers, the Home Builders Network, and now bathrooms. That's right. He's expanded his network. He has a showroom in Altamont Springs on the corner of 436 and 434, and you can see the products there, the showers, and that's what I'm getting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Home Builders Network. It's hbnusa.com. Mike has been doing this a while, over 36 years of real hands-on experience, and that makes a difference when it comes time to helping you to avoid the pitfalls that can come with home improvement. Fourth-generation craftsman to boot. When you need to get something done around the home, make sure you check out the Home Builders Network at hbnusa.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Rebath.com.
When storm damage hits, call the pros. Paul Davis Restoration. On call 24/7, giving you peace of mind and restoring your home or business. When things go wrong, they do what's right. Call Paul Davis Restoration, serving all of coastal and central Florida.
Daytona Beverages and Bud Light celebrate our local heroes. We continue to meet sacrifice with hope for America's first responders and military families with our Folds of Honor Local Heroes Challenge. A portion of proceeds from every Bud Light sold this summer will be donated locally to Folds of Honor to fund scholarships for military and first responder families. Look for festive Bud Light summer displays at your favorite retailers. Purchase Bud or Bud Light and raise one for our heroes this summer. Daytona Beverages is locally owned and operated out of Volusia County.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talon Wealth Management.
That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Mike and his team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
If you are 55 or over and have saved at least $250,000 for retirement, the Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy of Talon Wealth.
The folks at Talon Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who'll provide a will and trust at no charge to you. Reach out at 813-755-5000. 813-755-5000. One more time, that's 813-755-5000. And be sure and tell them that Clay and Buck sent you.
Advisory services offered through Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC registered investment advisor. The information provided is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal, tax, or financial advice.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Tuesdays just got Mo better with Ross Padgett. Presented by JustCallMo.com. Radio now comes with moving pictures. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch. Still to come, the common sense financial advice you need. It's Only Money with Scott Brown. Today at 6:20 on the Jim Colbert Show.
Good afternoon, Colbert crew. I met a girl I was talking to a couple times at a kava bar. That was her scene. Tried the Kratom, never really latched on, never did anything to me. I told her, and she took it as a challenge to get me messed up on it one night. So I took a bunch of it, whatever they gave me. I did the shots, I did everything, eating it with pineapple. I got home at 3 or so in the morning. I was wired, wide awake, staring at the ceiling until like 6 or 7. Don't recommend it, it's garb.
I don't know, guys. I've taken a lot of stuff in my days. A lot of opiates. And when the Kratom thing first came around, everybody was like, oh, you got to take this Kratom. It'll take the edge off. It'll make you feel better. And I would take so much of that stuff, and it didn't do anything. I think it's just a big scare tactic, and, it's just a way for, the big government to babysit its citizens.
Personally, I don't know too much about Kratom. Clifford, West Palm. I had a bunch of friends that used to swig it down in some water, and they swore by it for energy and sleep. There was a local artist in Lake Worth, Florida I used to go follow and see. He was a great artist, great singer, great musician. We just found out 2 years ago that he OD'd on Kratom and died.
Damn.
So...
Yeah.
I'm guessing
right,
maybe
don't try it.
I mean, you could probably have adverse reactions to it, maybe allergic reactions. Who knows? I mean, again, it's just a ground up tree leaf. I mean, marijuana is just a bud that grows out of the ground.
Flower.
I mean,
is Kratom all natural though? It's not processed.
I think it is, dude. I mean, I mean, look. Here's the thing. I don't know, Jack. I know that when you look at the stories that I have, it mentions just it being from a certain tree, and they basically pick the leaves, they dry them out, they grind them up.
You know who would know? Ross's robot girlfriend.
Oh, that's a good point.
Would you take Kratom?
I like to trip. Yeah, let me see exactly what it says here about what kratom is. It's a specific tree from a certain small amounts of the kratom plant. The plant or the tree is refers to the Mitragyna speciosa. Native to Southeast Asia, and the products. Oh, you mother! The products are derived from its leaves, marketed as herbal supplements. And again, apparently they just dry the leaves out, grind it up, and put it in a caplet, and off you go.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
You get that reference, right?
No, he has no idea.
What is that?
Oh, no.
What?
No, we'll move on.
Oh, that's what? Hold on.
Avocado.
It's Harry Potter?
Yeah! Hell yeah.
That's pretty. Is it Ray Fiennes?
Yeah.
It does Voldemort.
Snape, yeah. Hermione Granger with the Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Voldemort.
Dude, if you think that's funny, you got to see the real thing.
Yeah.
Voldemort doing that spell is by far the funniest thing that's happened in cinema in the last 25 years.
I've only seen 2 of the Harry Potter movies. I think I've seen the first one. And what is Deathly Hallows? Which one was that?
All right. I guess I'm.
Okay, hold on now.
I'm just saying.
Why are you laughing at me and then headbutting the mic because I said Deathly Hallows? Isn't it Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows? Isn't that one of the movies?
You saw the first one, and then
and then name the first one?
No. What's the name of the first one?
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, isn't it?
All right.
Yay.
Nailed it. And then the next one you saw was Deathly Hallows.
Whatever. I mean, it's just one of them. My kid was watching it, so I watched it.
Yeah, you just saw the very first one and then half of the last one because it's a part 1, part 2.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you would shave your goatee and slice your nose off your face, you would look just like Voldemort.
No, I would not, Jack. You nasty, awful human being. I would not. I would look worse.
I am from Polanco.
Don't say that. Stop. All right, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Did you guys know that Red Lobster is the #1 seafood purchaser on planet Earth?
That's kind of awesome, man. I don't know why I like that little fact, but it's a fun time.
Well, the reason why is because we followed the plight of Red Lobster because it's based here in Orlando. Yep. You know, it's a Darden restaurant product, and they've gone through the ringer.
Right.
They spun that off, right? But they have successfully corrected course, man. I mean, these guys are really kind of seeing a resurgence in customer followings, and the restaurants are actually doing okay again, which I did not think that was even possible.
Now, can we credit that? Was it Lil Wayne?
Yeah, Lil Wayne was part of that up front.
Lil Wayne who came out and said he was going to save Red Lobsters?
No, it was Flavor.
Flavor Flav.
It was Flavor Flav,
okay,
right? Yeah.
Putting the flavor in Red Lobster.
Yeah,
or trying.
It says and how they did this was is they just changed the menu a little bit. Of course it was that endless shrimp thing. What'd you get your mind blown?
No, you just blew my mind of like, oh, we all know Red Lobster is based out of Orlando, and then that made me go, man, there's that really random ass lobster that's in Orlando's skyline. Is that what he's Google? Oh my God, Red Lobster? They look like a gangster up there.
Yeah.
They have like a penthouse suite.
Oh yeah.
Of Orlando, and mind blown. Did not know that was King Lobster up there.
Yeah. Well, one of the reasons this is an ABC News story. One of the reasons this made news is with the tariffs that of course August 1st is coming on Friday, and there was an announcement that tariffs were reached with the EU yesterday. But a lot of people are wondering how they're going to source certain foods, and certain products when they get them, and what's going to happen to the cost of that when you're tacking on 15-20%. And Red Lobster is one of these companies that they thought will be sourcing shrimp from all over the world, and they source nearly 90% of its menu, lobster and crab, from North America, but the other parts do come from other parts of the world, and that's why they say they think this is actually going to be an okay time for them because they're not paying tariffs on some of that stuff, just the shrimp part or part of the shrimp part. And they're not doing the all-you-can-eat thing anymore. They're doing like low-country boils now.
Which looks delicious.
Did you see the photographs of it?
Yeah.
It looks amazing. Shrimp, lobster, crab, corn, and sausage and potatoes. It looks delicious, dude. I'm going to tell you, it looks amazing. And that's what's happened is they basically have changed their menu. Their tableside experience is different because they do it all like, this seafood boil. They put it in the bag. They shake it up with all the spices and stuff and then pour it out. So they have a whole thing now. The last time I went to a Red Lobster, it was one of the worst eating experiences I've ever had.
You almost had me. You're like, oh, maybe we should go to Red Lobster.
Yeah,
and
no.
then you drop that.
Well, I'm serious, and it's so funny. And I think the design of the restaurants inside are half the battle with these guys because when you walk into a modern restaurant, it's kind of an open seating thing. There's a vibe around. In the old Red Lobsters, it's all booths.
So dark.
They're dark, and
Dark
it's like
wood.
booths. You can't even see anybody else in the
Including
restaurant.
your server.
You have no idea. I'm just eating random meat.
I kind of gravitate towards those types of places.
Do you like
I
that?
don't mind it, except when you have
Dungeness.
You have to prairie dog it to see where your server is.
Dude, we went to that Greek place that up in Maitland that they just replaced that Outpost restaurant.
Yes,
we went in there last Friday after the program, and something like that, right? Yeah. And it was delicious. And can I tell you, it was absolutely packed to the gills. It was packed.
Good for them.
And again, this is an open bar, not open kitchen kind of thing, but the restaurant it's not segmented into rooms. It's just one big open room. There's a front area and then the bar area. But you have vibe when you do that. You can hear the clamoring of the conversation and things like that. I think it kind of sets the tone.
I've never been a Red Lobster guy. I've always been a Utbach Slovakian steakhouse guy. I've been turning up my Outback fandom once again.
Have you really?
Yeah.
I'm not going to slam Outback because it's a fine establishment, but do you go there for steak?
I haven't been there in years.
Oh, yeah. They're waiting for you.
I think I'm ready.
The Kookaburra wings have your name on it.
Yeah. My wife is at Queensland chicken or whatever it's called.
Oh, Alice Springs
chicken. That's it. Yeah,
my God.
Okay, ease up.
I don't know what it is. There's something. They have to put some sort of like oil in all of their food because there's like this one common similarity between every dish that they have. Some flavor profile.
Really?
That honestly, if I were to close my eyes and picture it, it would be a light beige.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
It's probably MSG.
I don't know what it is, but I love it. Sometimes I'm in the mood for it.
Yeah, that's weird. That's where you go to get steak. And I'm not saying their steak is bad, but I think there are finer choices out there for a good steak.
Absolutely. But for that chain corporate status.
You want that brown bread? You want them bloomins? Is that what you want?
I guess that, because I agree, there are way better steaks. And honestly, I don't want to be known as an Outback Steakhouse guy. Call me for what I am. I'm a Crest Steakhouse. I like that's
that's super fancy.
That's my favorite steak.
What's your favorite?
You just went from 0 to 60.
Yeah, I was gonna say you went from 3 to 30.
Well, I just want to make. I don't want Jim thinking that I'm an Outback. Like that's my go-to steak.
You can be an Outback guy. But that's the biggest misconception of me and food. Everybody thinks I'm some kind of snob like that, and I am. If you eat there, you're a dog. No, I'm joking. But it's a fine restaurant. It does a good job, man. I think there are better steaks to be had for the same money.
But
and didn't they fire you for lying and not showing up?
That's what this is all about.
You guys remembered that? I was going to bring that up.
That was.
Oh yeah, you had a sweet party you were not going to miss.
Yeah,
so
I
you
gotta go to a party.
You're like, I got to dip, dude.
I definitely no-showed at an Utbach.
And you were
Slovakian
not. And you were not a server, right? You were like, were you a busser or a server?
I was a busser, man.
You were a busser.
That also made the no-show that easier. I was in high school.
Let me tell you right now.
Were you guys there?
You look like a busser.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know how much you make or what you do, but I will tell you something for sure. Nobody would make more money than you as a server. Nobody. You would destroy life as a server in a restaurant. It would be sickening how much money you made in a restaurant with that personality of yours as a server. It would be gross how much money you could make.
You know, it's a shame. I was a server, and the one time I was a server, there was no tips.
That's the time that he worked in the retirement home and he almost killed his elderly resident.
By serving him 500 pounds of coffee and ice cream?
Yeah, coffee and ice cream, yeah.
Non-stop, dude. This guy was a bottomless.
He was a diabetic.
He was all kratomed out. He didn't know what he was doing.
I was just having a blast with this guy. I'll have some coffee and ice cream. I'm like, all right, round 5. Let's see where this goes.
Because he couldn't remember that he just had it.
No, dude, he was out of his mind. I should not have been a server there.
You shouldn't have.
Honestly, I really think about it all the time. I really wish I was never 14 to 17 years old.
Why is that?
I was an awful person.
Where do you think you were more of a danger to society? Was it in the nursing home or when you were manning the climbing wall?
Let's bring up all of my low lights. I like this. Was it Tuesdays, 5:33? It was a fun little tradition.
I will tell you. I don't know about the climbing wall. It would terrify me if we came to the climbing wall and you were the climbing guy.
Yeah.
The first question I'd ask you is, when do you go on break?
Yeah.
That's the first thing I would ask.
I'll climb it. What's your schedule?
I would ask, what are your hours today? You leaving at 3? We'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, I was.
But as a server, you would murder it, dude. I'm telling you, you have no idea.
I'm happy they say that because I've always kind of wanted to do it. I just know that the fun part is talking to people.
Yeah.
That's where I feel confident I'm going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to make sure these patrons are also having a good time at this restaurant. The planning, the remembering, what do you want? That's where I think I fall apart.
See, where I would fall apart is I think I could do it as well, but the minute you complained about something that I knew wasn't wrong, that would be it for me.
No, you ordered it that way.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, this is exactly how it's supposed to be prepared. You just don't understand. You don't get it. You probably shouldn't be here. Outback is too far for you.
Yeah. Outback. What you keep throwing around.
You hit me like a Wawa guy.
What's a better?
Oh, destination dining. Let's go.
What is the chain steak that you have in your back pocket right
Texas
now?
Roadhouse.
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse is by far the best chain steak.
I don't know if I've ever been.
I mean, like, I'm not talking about like Fleming's and stuff like that. Those are upper level. But I'm talking about your walk-in. You're eating peanuts thrown on the floor kind of steak.
Jim is going to take us there for an after-show meal.
I should do that.
Tonight would be good.
Tonight's a bad night.
What about tomorrow?
Tomorrow is a really bad night. Can I tell you, I don't have any good nights until next week.
All right, next Tuesday. Put it in your Franklin planner.
All right,
Let's go.
All right.
I'll
see you then.
I'll make the reservations.
I think I've gone to Outback by myself, just walked up to the bar.
If I saw you in Outback by yourself, I would stage an intervention.
I've been to an Outback by myself twice in like the last 4 weeks.
What do you get?
I mean, it depends on what kind of mood I'm in, man. Sometimes I want the taste of light beige on my palate.
Do you always get steak?
Not every time.
No.
Bloomin' onion?
Sometimes the Alice Springs chicken is a fun time.
Yeah.
Other times, a lot of times I do get steak. The last time I was there, I got the chimichurri like fillet or something.
Nice, okay.
You ever get a salad there?
Yeah, they always come with a salad. You got to boost some fiber. I've learned that lesson. I'm 36.
and I
Not
don't
my first rodeo.
And I don't like their fries. They have steak fries, right?
Their fries are like heavily seasoned, but I'm not there for the fries.
What are you there for?
I'm there for
ambiance.
I'm there for the Australian vibes.
To see and be seen.
I'm there, dude. You know what's funny is that the last time. This is actually talking to you guys have really made me come to grips with like I might have a steak chain restaurant problem right now.
Well, if it's Outback, you have a steak. You have that.
Well, I also went to what's the other
Logan's?
one? No, Longhorn.
Longhorn, yeah.
I went to Longhorn.
What's wrong with Longhorn?
Dude, I went
That's
to
a good time, right?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Dude, these restaurants, but that tier of steakhouse, that tier of any chain restaurant, they always come with the coolest community. That's really a lot of times why. Like I went to a Longhorn, right? East Orlando.
And you know when you know you're in the right place there, right? Because all the people wearing Western shirts tuck them in for Longhorn.
You got to show off the buckle.
That's right, yeah.
I'm at the bar. I'm hearing a conversation about guns to my right, and I'm like, hell yeah. That's what making this peppercorn, taste a little bit better. There for the ambiance. Guy to my left, I know his name. I won't say his name because I talked to him. Everybody knew him. And by the end of it, this patron at the bar was like, are you still dating Greg? And talking to the server, and it was like at each other's weddings, and it felt like...
Oh, yeah, he's a regular.
He's a regular, and I love seeing regulars.
My son works at a restaurant here in town, and he has regulars as well. Every Sunday, he has a couple groups that come up for brunch on Sunday, and they request his area.
I hope everyone gets to, before they leave this planet, become a regular somewhere.
That's my favorite thing ever.
It's one of the best experiences that I have yet to that I have felt in my life.
We're not quite regulars at this little place in Mount Dora, this little brewery / bar restaurant type thing in Mount Dora. We're not quite regulars there, but we're not far away from it.
You're not trying hard enough.
Yeah, you're right.
A few more $1,000, you'll be there.
Yeah, they'll remember for sure then, right?
Like, you know what makes my Beefy King experience so much better? That before I put in my order, I get hit with the question of not what do you want, it's how's your son?
Oh, wow. I like that.
How's the baby.
And then it's the usual.
Yeah, and then it's the usual. I'm like, man, this is the best.
I just figured out why you go to Outback by yourself. I forget you live and are married to a vegan. So for you to cook meat or anything at the house is maybe a little disrespectful.
And I'm Ross Padgett, so for me to cook.
Yeah, right, exactly. All right, 407-916-1041. Load them up. It is time for trivia. We'll do that next.
Do you want to play a game? Good. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is next. Call now, 407-916-1041.
Hey, this is Lincoln Kennedy. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
New York Mayor Eric Adams says a man who gunned down 4 people in a Manhattan high-rise was targeting the NFL offices, but he took the wrong elevator. Florida quarterback DJ Lagway, he's starting fall camp in a walking boot, but 24/7 Sports says there's no long-term concerns about his injuries. And the Rays made their first move of the trade deadline season yesterday when they sent catcher Danny Jansen to Milwaukee. They got back a prospect. I'm Scott Davidson.
The Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are back with offers on vehicles like the 2025 E-Class, CLE Coupe, C-Class, and EQE Sedan. Hurry in now through July 31st. Visit your local authorized dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/dream.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at the Nickley Group. These guys are awesome. And if you're in the world of real estate right now, whether you're buying or maybe even selling a home, the Nickley Group is the team for you. This is an elite group of realtors that knows the Central Florida area better than anybody out there. And if you're selling your house, guys, on average, they get about 6% more for their listings, and they get that money twice as fast. And if you're buying a home out there, nobody knows this market and can check all the boxes in that dream home for you like the Nickley Group. When you throw in their VIP program, free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies, they even have an early access program that gets you into off-market properties before they even get listed. And if you don't want to deal with any of that, they even have an option for you there. The guaranteed cash offer, just go right to their website, no showings, no open houses, and you can close that deal in as little as 14 days. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history, the driver's last shot at the playoffs, your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Love the fact that I have solar on my roof, mitigating some of the costs of these electric bills that keep going up and up and up, and you don't see that changing. The one thing that is changing in the world of solar is that 30% solar tax credit is going away at the end of the year. It's a federal tax credit, and if you want to take advantage of it, go to solarsource.com, contact them before August 31st, and get on their list to get solar. If you've been thinking about maybe now's the time to go solar, now is the time to make that next move, take that next step. Go to solarsource.com, whether it's a whole solar system, maybe it's a battery backup system. They've been trusted since 1984. They've been doing this for over 40 years in our community with over 75,000 installs. Again, the website, solarsource.com.
Check out Behind the Flow, a podcast documentary series following the launch of San Diego Football Club.
San Diego coming to MLS is going to be a game changer because this region has been hungry for a men's professional soccer team.
We need to embrace this community.
Listen to San Diego FC Behind the Flow on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Behind the Flow and start listening.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia. Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands below MSRP. Qualified buyers, no payments all summer. No payments until next fall. Stuck in a car you hate? We'll set you free, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Kia. The Freedom Sale is on now. Click greenwaykias.com or visit us on East Colonial, West Colonial, or 1792 in Longwood.
Negative equity refinanced. Offers subject to lender approval guidelines. Expires 8/15/25.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're endangered.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case.
And who can navigate the complex web of laws dealing with the trucking company, the leasing company, the shipper, and all the other details that can complicate your case.
At Farah & Farah, we've seen it all, and we're ready to go the long haul to fight for you. Orlando.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Sure, you could call your family, but then they'll start calling you all the time. Instead, just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Jimmy, one place you can get a really good steak and no one would ever think about it is the Ale House. Their flat iron steak or their ribeye, seasoned well, cooked just how you want it. Ale House, underrated place to get a good steak.
Thanks for that heads up.
Okay, so I like to drink a couple glasses of wine at night. I say a couple, maybe 4, depending on the size of the glass, of course. Do you think I could drink those instead of that and save calories, or is that a dumb idea?
No, that's not a dumb idea. It'll work.
Also,
go check it out. BREEZ.
Don't sleep on willpower either. You can also take control of your own life. Not saying
you don't just have to switch drugs.
Yeah. Like we're also rooting for you if you want to stop. But hey, if you want to party, I'll also watch that too.
I like it. I have a couple. 4.
4. That's a little different. I have a couple, like a half gallon.
That's a bottle, right?
Yeah, that would be a bottle.
That is a bottle of wine for sure.
3.5?
Yeah. 3.5, 4 glasses, depending on the pour.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Yeah.
Ross is as well.
It's true.
Let's find out what's in the old Jackie sack.
All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo choo.
Lickety clack.
Let's go. Here we go. 3 prizes. What do we have? I'm talking about something really cool happening for the first time here. It's the Florida Open 9-ball pool championship taking over the Caribe Royale Orlando Resort. That happens August 5th through the 10th. We're going to give you a pair of passes that you can use for any one of the days of the tournament in that time. So, really fancy place there, the Caribe Royale, and a pretty cool event, an open 9-ball pool championship. Some of the best pool players in the world. That should be fun. We also have a pair of tickets to see Lee Asher at the Hard Rock Live Orlando. Lee has been on this show a couple of times, really engaging speaker, and he's bringing his show to the Hard Rock Live stage on October 15th. If you want to get tickets, you can do that at hardrocklive.com. Finally, the woman herself, Stevie Nicks.
Wow.
At the Amalie Arena, August 30th. Ticketmaster.com has your tickets, or you might just win them today if you can beat the Puzzle Master. Those are the prizes in the Jackie Sack.
So back to you, clickety clack.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go 2.
2 is James. James, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Doing good, buddy. Would you like to play a little game with us?
Yes, please.
Let's do it.
Game show.
All right, James, you know the deal. This is a very easy game. We got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true, James.
No.
I am purposely trying to fool you, but if you can find it, I will send you over to the Jackie Sack for something nice for yourself. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go, buddy. It's National Lipstick Day. That's right, National Lipstick Day. Here are 3 fun facts about lipstick and 1 smeared wine glass of a lie. All right, guys, we're talking about lipstick. Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, lipstick sales increased 30% during the week of Easter. Number 2, a woman can find her perfect nude lipstick color by matching it to her nipple. Number 3, the average woman will spend $1,800 on lipstick in her lifetime. Or lastly, Cleopatra used a lipstick that got its color from beetles. It took 70,000 beetles to create 1 pound of lipstick. Which of those is a lie?
Number 1.
Number 1 is the answer.
Damn
it. Hey, what made you choose number 1 out of curiosity? I thought that was pretty good.
I just took a guess.
Just took a guess. All right, let me put you back on hold because I hate you. No, it was a good guess. That's fine. Lipstick sales do increase in a certain time of year. It's 2 things. They can prove it for a fact. During what occurrences do lipstick sales increase? One is something that we're in fear of right now.
Valentine's Day?
No, a recession.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one is rainy days. On rainy days and during recessions, lipstick sales increase dramatically.
Because it's the one beauty thing you can't afford.
Well, also,
as long as you don't buy Chanel.
And what they say is almost exactly what you're saying. During times of like when you don't have a lot of money, you still want to look nice.
Right.
That's the thing, because you can't afford anything. So the things that you can afford, you want to make yourself look good. So I guess that's the psychosis behind it.
There's nothing more like bang for buck impact for me as a straight white male in downtown Orlando when I was single than seeing red lips.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
They would melt me.
A woman can find her perfect nude lipstick color by matching her nipple.
Yeah, but that's so hard to pull out at Ulta.
It is hard to pull out, but that is the thing. I told my wife that today. I was like, if you were to find your perfect color, you have to get your nipple and maybe take a picture of it, and then
sure. Whip that bad boy out at Ulta, Sephora,
and then pair it up. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Does this really match my areola?
This is a Claire's.
The average woman will spend about $1,800 on lipstick in her lifetime. What's a tube of lipstick go for these days?
Oh, it depends on what you bought. When I made the joke about Chanel, that's a reason.
Like $20?
Oh, you're cute.
Is it really more than that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Did you guys know that lipstick was more than $20 a tube?
Depending on the designer.
I did not.
I didn't know that. What's it like a common, like if you go to Macy's?
So if you're going to go to Walgreens, you could probably pick up a good lipstick for maybe $10, $15.
All right, very good. Did not know that.
Chanel lipstick is going to cost you anywhere from $50 to $110 to maybe $195.
$195 for lipstick?
But it's a matte lipstick, and I'm sure it matches my areola just beautifully.
But it's made with blood diamonds that have been harvested from a mountain over in East Indonesia.
All of that, it all depends on designer.
Wow. Cleopatra used a lipstick that got its color from beetles. It did take 70,000 of those beetles to create enough of that tint to make a pound of lipstick. A couple other things before we get to the top of the hour and get to Raw's thoughts. The first swivel tube lipstick applicator was invented in what year?
19.
So far, so good.
59.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm going to go 46.
I'm going to go 1911.
1915. Deb's the winner.
Hey!
There you go. Lipstick has been around since what? So for how long? Can't say what year because it's
yeah, I'm gonna go 5,000 years.
That's exactly the answer.
Yo,
been around since ancient Mesopotamia.
Ross, knock it off.
That's not. It was a good thing.
In ancient Greece, wearing lipstick meant you were a
prostitute.
It's all right. That's right. Sex worker. And did you know?
This is the best we've ever done with. I haven't answered one of these right, but you guys are crushing.
Yeah,
these.
one more. And did you know that in fact, in ancient Greece, if you left your house and you were a known sex worker and you did not have on lipstick, you could actually get caught. You could be fined for that, for impersonating a lady. So as a sex worker in ancient Greece, if you left your house,
oh my God,
and you didn't have on lipstick, you would get in trouble and get fined and possibly jailed for impersonating a lady, because ladies did not wear lipstick.
Ross, how much was the fine and in what currency?
75.
Say pesos. It's fine.
No, I'm not going to say tans, gold, shillings.
Yeah, there you go.
75 shillings. I think it's hilarious that Greece had a law that was like, hey, man, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. That's insane.
Always a hoe.
Thoughts?
I experienced something that I'm super awkward to express. I talked to Jack. I said, hey, should I talk about this on air? And he goes, hey, man, I don't know. It's up to you. And then
that's always a great answer.
Yeah. And then at that moment, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. And I didn't. And now, as it has now passed, I'm willing to talk about the first time in a very long... My son and my wife left this last week, and I was by myself for the first time in a very long time, and I went on a roller coaster of emotions.
How long were they gone?
About 6 days.
Oh, my geez.
Paradise.
Wow.
I will talk to you about my guilty happiness after the break.
We'll do that next.
Make Real Radio 104.1 #1 on your presets on our all-new iHeartRadio app and get cool stuff at Real Radio events. Get the app for free in your app store.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Keep an eye out for some police activity on the roadways of State Road 44 between LaPlace Court and Cardinal Lane. On the major roadways this afternoon, you're going to run into some slowdowns on I-4 eastbound approaching World Drive. 2 left lanes are blocked. Westbound lanes of I-4 in that area, it's stop-and-go traffic as well. And the roadways might be wet out there. Expect some rainy conditions in some areas. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected when it matters most. Be prepared with Rapid Radio's walkie-talkies. With instant push-to-talk and LTE nationwide coverage, you can reach family and friends in any emergency. 100% private, no contracts, no hassle.
Stay safe. Order now at rapidradios.com.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at Eustace Roofing. Man, these guys are awesome. In 2021, they won National Roofing Company of the Year. 4.9 Google rating with over 1,000 reviews, and been doing that since 1959, 65 years here in Central Florida, taking good care of you. No interest financing is available, and they do serve all of Central Florida. Plus, these guys are metal roofing experts, which means they manufacture it on site for your home so it fits perfectly, and they can satisfy your insurance carrier by either cleaning or rejuvenating your roof, adding years to it. Just get to EustaceRoofing.com today for your free estimate. The real roofers, real craftsmen, real pros, real experts. It's Eustace Roofing.
This is Monster Jam. Get ready for big time fun for the whole family. Featuring Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Sparkle Smash, and more. Brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Save up to $10 on tickets with a savings coupon for participating Ford dealerships. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See savings coupon for details. Coming to Kia Center this Saturday and Sunday. Tickets on sale now.
Are you stuck with medical bills after an accident that wasn't your fault? I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay, not you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
This summer, luxury meets legendary performance at the Land Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Get behind the wheel of the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with employee pricing plus and an additional $3,500 bonus cash allowance. That's serious savings on the SUV built for bold families and fearless weekend warriors. But only for a limited time. The Land Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, home of the lifetime warranty. TheLandAuto.com. See dealer for details. Restrictions apply. Not all purchasers will qualify.
Sorry, that was a lot. Now that I'm getting 3 times the points on food and fuel with the Navy Federal More Rewards American Express card, I get a little too hyped sometimes.
Cool. Would you like your receipt?
In the bag! Sorry, in the bag, please.
Learn more about the everyday, everywhere Navy Federal More Rewards American Express card at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Men, Trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Premier Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZzzQuil Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZzzQuil Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRX to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRX save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Some things can steal your sunshine.
Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken.
Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, I agree with Jimmy 100%. Ross, you'd be exceptional at it. And as far as remembering stuff, you don't have to worry about it, bud. Now we have little computers that we bring to the table. Right. You punch it all in. We have food runners and stuff. You don't have to worry about it. But if any of y'all, I'll extend this to all of y'all. If you come into BJ's in Oviedo, I got you. I'll take care of your meal. I'll treat you like royalty that you are. And I'll also extend that to the first listener that comes in and asks for me. Love you guys. Bye.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
That's
you're
cool.
just going to have to guess what his name is.
Yeah,
though.
BJ's Brew House. Actually, they have a beer that they make there that's, I think they're lager, and they have an amber, and it's damn good.
I'm there for the baked potatoes.
Yeah. I got a good salad there. My wife and I used to live in that area, so we would go to BJ's quite often. It was pretty darn good, man. Always crowded, too. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Let's get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird.
It is.
It's funny.
It's also
sometimes
brought to you by
It's Ross. Spelled like sauce.
Mo do it.
It's Ross Thoughts.
That's right. Ross Thoughts is brought to you by personal injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Thanks, Mo.
He was on my show this morning.
Was he really?
Yeah, we had him in, and my God, not only he's a great hang. Yeah, he ended up
He is a good hang, isn't he?
I didn't really ask him too many questions this time around. I just let him kind of party with the boys, and boy, did he party with the boys.
I got to tell you, Mo is one of those guys that you would never be able to tell he's an attorney if you saw him out and around.
Yeah, it was.
Can I tell you? I think I've seen him in a suit once. Like he's always in jeans, or just hanging out.
Great conversation, great episode. That drops tomorrow morning.
Very cool.
So
Thanks,
here's the thing that I got. I didn't know where to go to. This is one reason why I was out at Outback Steakhouse bars and Longhorn Steakhouse. Sorry, my bad.
Easy, buddy.
Back to the lipstick.
It's because my wife and my son, for the first time, and also I don't even remember the last time this has happened, that I had the house to myself. And
now you didn't take the trip because of just scheduling and stuff?
I had a show that was scheduled.
Or she needed a break.
Or she also needed a break. Who knows?
It happens.
It's good, and it's good for you guys both, right? I mean, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
It does. But I think I'm here to say that her trip, because she had the baby, wasn't the most off the brick cut vacation.
Right, yeah. She still has tons of the responsibility.
All the responsibility.
All of the responsibility.
Yeah.
I am dog sitting because I had to stay here. I had some shows. I had some gigs.
Considerably easier.
Way easier.
Yeah.
All I have to do is make dog food. What I'm trying to get
and
at.
maybe walk out of a movie or two.
So, yeah, that happened. I caught myself wanting to go to movies because this is the first time I feel like I've had the opportunity to go out to a movie. And then it started to hit me like, oh, man, I am enjoying this. And then I started to question, should I be enjoying this? So then I caught myself at bars, chain restaurant bars, because I don't know what to do with my hands.
Right, yeah.
So,
and all your relationships have changed because nobody thinks you can go out anymore. I mean, everybody thinks you're going to be home every day.
I don't know what to do, so I just keep ordering kookaburra wings. And I'm talking, and this is what made me feel comfortable bringing this up in front of a mass amount of people, because I am afraid of how I will come across, and I still am. But I've talked to enough dads about this very topic. Here's the question. This goes to all three of you. I want definitive answers. And texting service. Should I feel bad with knowing that I thoroughly enjoyed these last 5 days?
No.
Or?
I guess that's really the question. Should I feel bad? Because this is the first time where I haven't had those responsibilities, or I just wasn't there. The situation wasn't around me, and I didn't know what to do.
Let me help you out. All right. I agree with Deb. You should not feel guilty for doing this. All right. You should not. But what you should do is when your wife comes home, offer her the same opportunity. In other words, it's you and Miles for 5 or 6 days. Tell your wife to hook up with a girl. She's got a group of girls I know she's been hanging out with for a while, and go do a girls trip. The problem is with motherhood, though. Mothers actually, as a rule, don't really want to go away from their kids for 5 or 6 days, even if they're this state. Maybe a long weekend, but 5 or 6 days away from a kid, a mom will start kind of feeling that a little bit.
And that's kind of the rub. That's exactly what the situation is.
Yeah.
Well, I offered her, I was like, I've got to give this back to you. You have to experience 3 days, 2 days.
It's a different relationship, boss. You got to remember that. A father's relationship with kids is way different than a mother's relationship with kids. They're never going to look at you like they look at her.
Jim Colbert told me that 21 years ago.
100% the truth, too. They're never going to look at you the way they look at her, and you just need to learn to accept that. She will always be that one, and you will always be the one that's with the one.
Like,
you'll be dad.
I'm here.
I mean, they can love you and everything, but I mean, you'll find also when they're young and they need answers, as a rule, they'll go to their mom. Even if you have a great relationship with them, because they kind of look at that person as the answer, because they have that close relationship. They're what's the word, Deborah?
It's called made your body from scratch inside of my own.
Deb is on fire today, dropping bombs.
But it's the cleaving thing, though, right? There's a word for imprinting, almost like an animal would imprint on you, and they would look at I could give my dog steak for the next 10 years, and if my wife walked in, it would be like I died, because she's her person.
There is one thing that, like, do I feel confident that I think I make my son laugh? I think a little bit more.
Yeah.
I do. But there's one physical action that he does that to Olivia that he does not do with me, which is basically like bury his head just right into her sternum. And it's not like, oh, I want
It's not a feeding thing, right?
It's not a feeding thing. It's like
comfort.
Yeah.
It's
and
comfort.
Safety is what it is.
This man's just trying to, I get a high five.
Yeah, right.
And I'm stoked about the high five. But I'm like, man, I kind of want the little chest nuzzle thing that's going on there.
Here's what you're going to also find out sometimes when he's able to walk and is like maybe a year and a half, 2 years old, and he will at times when maybe he's sketched out about how you're feeling, he will hide behind his mom.
Oh.
Even when nothing wrong is wrong, if you just have the right tone in your voice or whatever, they will seek solace behind their mother.
Oh, I bet your kids hit a lot.
And that's an awful place.
They're still there. I haven't seen them in 20 years.
That's an awful place to hide, is behind his mom, because my wife is tiny. I got you, babe. That's a bad hiding spot. Hide behind these legs right here.
Those kinks.
These kinks, man. These thighs over here in Dadland. That's a good hiding
It's
place.
good that you feel guilty about it, though. That's a good sign for you, because that means that shows that you really do care. You're empathetic to not only the needs of your child, but your wife as well, that you understand it's a very difficult job. That's very admirable. That's an admirable trait to have. Your wife should be very proud that you feel that way.
But I think there's also a balance to it, because I also caught myself in those first 2 days, like, it was almost like I was moping, and then the breakthrough of like, it's not going to change, and I might as well enjoy this. And then I kind of revved the Harley a little too hard. Like, I was having a little too much fun.
Really?
Yeah, I was tipping more. I got caviar one night.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie.
So you had a little vacation while she was, up there, and she had a vacation, but she had had the kid.
But so doing all the parenting and taking care of the baby the whole time.
Yeah, dude.
And you're eating caviar.
I dropped $12 on a 2-bite sashimi.
Yeah. Oh, God, dude. And don't forget, you ate an edible so strong you had to leave a movie. You also did that.
You know what? So, because I'm sure there's people who didn't hear that. I ate an edible. I showed up to 28 years later. The edible hit. I got consumed by a wave of guilt because my dogs were at home. And I'm also wave of guilt because that's the only thing I have to take care of.
Did you cry at your own actions?
No. I thought about it.
How many people were in the theater?
Like 5.
Yeah.
And they saw me just show up and then leave.
As you were walking out, did the last guy you walked by go, edible? Guilty edible? I get it.
It kind of looked like that.
Yeah, he probably left 10 minutes after you.
But I had and still experienced that guilt leaving the movie theater. The very next day, though, I went back to that same movie theater and I saw the movie that I wanted to go see. But it was just so different, and it was an emotion of roller coasters. I've never been by myself with that amount of responsibility far and out of my control.
Yeah.
And it was very weird and jarring.
And, having a kid, especially, well, I mean, not at your age, because you're a little bit older to have a child, actually.
Which is, I can't understand 25-year-olds who had kids.
Yeah, it's tough because, when you and I, when Olivia was pregnant and before Miles was even born, I think you and I had a number of conversations about the time consumption that a child takes for that first, 18 months, especially the first 18 months. It's overwhelming. And if you've never even thought about that lifestyle before, and you hadn't, I mean, you'd had pretty much an entertainer's lifestyle. Difficult.
I guess the best way that I could have put it, if I could talk to my 2 years ago self, I would say that there's a new job coming. And then there is a job. It's not all a job. The first 4 hours of taking care of a baby is glorious.
Yeah.
The next 4 after those first 4, that's why you hire people.
Yeah.
You get tired.
Yeah.
And that is a 24-hour shift that you and your partner have to collaborate on. It's a 24, even when the baby's asleep.
You're still thinking about
You're
the baby.
still thinking like, well, how is he sleeping? Where's the camera?
Yeah, it never ends, and it's not gonna. Even when they're full adults. I mean, my daughter is in Washington State right now. Went out to L.A. to see a couple of shows and up to Washington State to see some friends from when she lived up there. She's 31 years old, and I worry about her every day.
Oh, what?
And my daughter that lives out in Lake Mary, worry about her every day. My daughter that lives over in Longwood, worry about them every day. They're 30 years old, dude. You just worry about them. It's just how it is. They're not even my responsibility anymore, really. And I still worry about them.
Well, I was not expecting to cry on this segment.
Oh, shut up.
Oh,
no,
man.
Jim. Jim cares about his daughters.
Oh, my God.
And they're older.
Yeah.
And he's not even his but he's still there in the shadows, waiting to protect.
Have that AI say something nice about me.
Like,
I think we've reached the limits of what AI can do.
But it is safe to say the answer is no. I shouldn't feel guilty.
You should not.
And I should try my best to return the favor.
I mean, the first person to say no is Deb. You know,
Yeah.
she's a woman. She would understand that. She understands.
Like, it was so different.
You need a break, too.
Yeah, dude.
You need a break, too. You become a better partner and a better parent when you don't guilt trip yourself over the fact that they're not there, so there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, when my wife would leave with my daughter when they would do travel volleyball, I mean, a couple of days off was good for both of us. We knew that. And when she came home, I was really excited to see her.
But Jim came over the top with the solution, and that is to reciprocate it for your wife, give her the time away, and now that you went public with it, you're on the record and have to do it.
Yeah, you have to do it. Even though she may not want to.
Dump that.
But you should provide at least a fun little weekend for her or something.
Those are your raw thoughts.
Okay.
It was a journey being by myself as a dad, and I enjoyed it a little too much.
All right, very
Do
good.
not look at my browse history.
Oh.
Every room.
Okay, dude.
Ross.
Why every room? Why not just one room?
When in Rome.
Oh. You mean when in room?
Baby's room?
When in room.
No, okay, not baby's room. Correction, yeah, not every room. Not every room.
Oh, no, you didn't rip it in the nursery.
No, Deb, thank you for pointing that out. Not every room. Definitely not the nursery. Definitely not the nursery. Not in the nursery.
You did it in the nursery.
I did not do it in the nursery.
I got to tell you, your body language tells me you did it in the nursery.
Yeah, because we're talking about doing that in the nursery. That's what my body language is saying, is that I'm uncomfortable talking about doing that in the nursery.
What'd you think about when you were doing it in the nursery?
I didn't think about anything in
So
the
you
nursery.
did it in the nursery.
I did not do I fell
In
for
the
that.
kitchen?
Not in the kitchen, yeah. I did. Those are your raw thoughts. I'm out. Peace.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text 77031.
That's not egg white.
Oh, come on.
Again, Deb from the top rope.
You're welcome.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Fritz seems like he's got the healthiest organs. I don't know if you really do, but you seem like you do. I mean, Sea Lion's organs are fine. They seem to be functioning.
I would like his liver. It's bigger than mine.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be, I don't think.
News junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
The left lane's blocked on I-4 westbound before Saxon Boulevard. There's a crash causing bumper-to-bumper traffic on I-4 eastbound approaching World Drive. 2 left lanes are blocked there. Westbound lanes of I-4 in that area are slowing down as well. There's an accident reported on State Road 408 eastbound before Goldenrod Road. The off-ramp's partially blocked there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Everdoor Garage Door. Power outage? You're still rolling with Everdoor. Get $75 off a battery backup opener today. Don't let the dark shut you out. Everdoor keeps you moving. Visit everdoor.com, the garage door that lasts evermore.
Hey guys, make the most of your summer. Visit the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, the only place where you can meet an astronaut, touch a moon rock, stand nose to nose with the actual Space Shuttle Atlantis, and so much more. Plan your visit now. Come discover something real and launch into an unbelievable adventure at the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. And now, fuel your summer adventure with a Florida 4-pack offer. That's right, from July 2nd all the way through September 13th, get Florida residents can enjoy a 4-admission pack for only $167. Get all the information plus your tickets at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenicklygroup.com. Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances. And listen, starting Monday, to win your way there.
The 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival is brought to you by Metro. With their new lower prices, the celebration starts way before the festival. Big savings so you can focus on your favorite artist, not your phone bill. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, you name it. We've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Orlando.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
It's the Freedom Sale at Greenway Kia, where Central Florida's largest Kia inventory is tariff-free and marked down thousands off MSRP. Make your summer extra hot in a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS. Lease it for just $119 a month, 24 months, $36.25 due at signing, and zero security deposit. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see it in a Kia. Click or visit greenwaykias.com today.
Qualified applicants through KFA. Excludes $650 acquisition fee, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax title license, $899 dealer, and $249.50 doc fee. Expires 8/15/25.
Cypress Hill. And atmosphere.
Every day can't be the best day. Do what you can right now, don't hesitate.
The Dank Days of Summer Tour. With special guests Lupe Fiasco and The Far Side.
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
Friday, August 8th at the St. Augustine Amphitheater. Tickets for the Dank Days of Summer Tour on sale now at theamp.com.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Main office, Orlando.
Okay, Floridians, this is your last chance to save 30% on solar. Federal solar tax credits are in jeopardy. So if you've been thinking about going solar, now is the time to act, and Solar Source is the company to use. So if you've been on the fence, there's no more time to wait. Go to solarsource.com, get your estimate, and get your order in before August 31st to claim your 2025 tax credit. Slash your energy bills, beat rising utility rates, boost your home's value instantly. Go to solarsource.com and tell them Jack from Real Radio sent you.
An official message from Medicare.
I turned 65 this year. I knew it was time to figure out Medicare, and I had questions, like when to enroll and how to enroll. So I went straight to the official source, Medicare.gov, to get the facts about Medicare. I found answers to all my questions, and I'm ready to get started. And so can you. Just go to Medicare.gov to get the real facts about Medicare.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Some things can steal your sunshine.
Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken.
Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Check out Behind the Flow, a podcast documentary series following the launch of San Diego Football Club.
San Diego coming to MLS is going to be a game changer because this region has been hungry for a men's professional soccer team.
We need to embrace this community.
Listen to San Diego FC Behind the Flow on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Behind the Flow and start listening.
Part of the the show? The Jim Colbert Show on Demand. Available on the free iHeartRadio app.
Hey, how's it, Ohana? Brother Ross. Oh, man, in the future, lay off the gummies when your wife and the baby are away.
Will do.
That's too much head, bro. You don't need that much going on upstairs.
What?
When you're already missing them. You know, little two-puff pass always works. Anyway, bro, no, man, absence makes the heart grow fonder. You're going to have those times. You're going to enjoy the time together, and you're going to enjoy the time apart. No guilt, bro.
Right.
Aloha.
When he says it, it sounds
Ice
so much
cream
better.
fans, and Publix has one right now. Do not walk, run directly to Publix and get a limited edition ice cream called Peanut Butter is My Jam. It's the best ice cream I ever had. Kay, love you, bye.
Bye. Thank you for that heads up. So it's a peanut butter and jelly ice cream? Run, Jack, run.
I'm thinking about it. Peanut butter is my jam. What's up?
It's got to be that, right? All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb. Hello. Jack.
Yeah.
And Ross as well.
I'm giving that ice cream a Google right now.
Every single Tuesday around 6:20, we invite this gentleman to drop by and give us some advice on how we can make our money last longer and make more of it. You guys give it up good and loud for It's Only Money.
Helping people passionate about planning for their future rise above investment myths to build real wealth. Isn't that really just common sense financial advice? It's both. Oh, okay. It's Only Money with Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth.
Good luck for Scotty B. Scott Brown! Look at this handsome devil right here. He's on married. Our YouTube channel. This guy. Oh my God, how you doing, buddy? Everything good?
I'm doing great. Ross, I was listening to your predicament, and all fathers go through that. But at some point when your kids are like college age, they come back.
Oh, yeah.
And then they occupy, don't feel guilty now, because there's a time coming where they're giant children, they're giant human beings, and they come back and they're in their 20s. They sit on your couch and they don't move. They don't go anywhere. They just watch your television.
Eat your
They're
food.
just in the damn way. So
Yeah.
don't feel guilty.
Yeah.
They're going to get their payback.
And seemingly, they can't figure out that the lawn needs to be mowed.
Yeah. And you know what they don't do? They don't feel guilty.
Yeah. They do not.
My whole routine every morning when my daughter comes home from college is destroyed, and she doesn't care. I get up, I make my coffee, I sit on the couch, I pull up my laptop, I watch my television. I can't do any of that when that kid shows up. And she doesn't feel the slightest bit of guilt.
Yeah. She's going to be just fine.
Yeah,
All right.
she'll be all right.
Scott Brown joins us from Edgewater Family Wealth, edgewaterfamilywealth.com. We'll tell you why you need to know that website here in just a little bit. He drops by every single Tuesday around this time to talk about some things to help you maybe manage your money a little better, help you save some money a little better, a couple tips on just how things in your financial world could get a little better. He always sends a couple of topics that we cover, and we do that. And by the way, we have a listener question this week.
Oh, wow.
We do.
Matter of fact, why don't we just start off with that? The listener question, I think this came from last week, Scott.
It did.
It says, where does the dead parents' 401k go?
Ooh.
Valid. So if your mom and dad have a 401k and they've been living on that, we know a lot of them do. Matter of fact, I believe the majority of American millionaires are 401k millionaires, Scott?
7 out of 10 millionaires are 401k millionaires.
That's right. So that means they've been saving money their entire life. That's what they use for their retirement. And maybe they get to a point where they've only depleted a little of it, maybe only lived off the interest the entire time. You never know. They pass away. Where does that money go?
Yeah, so in fact, it could occur, unfortunately, it occurs from time to time before the person even retires, right? So the question is, where does the money go? And the money goes to the beneficiary. So every 401k, being a qualified retirement plan, no different than an IRA in this regard, that they have what's an attachable beneficiary and a contingent beneficiary. So whoever you name as your beneficiary is going to get that money. I call qualified money, or IRAs or 401ks, probate exclusive documents, right? Meaning there's no probate. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you name me as your beneficiary, I am going to get the money when you die. I bring a death certificate and a letter of instruction. Circumstance change, right? I've had 2 cases in my career where somebody died and the ex-wife, not the current wife, but the ex-wife got those funds. So you need to understand that it needs to be, that was not a pleasant conversation either time.
Yeah.
Yes, twice. So again, understand those beneficiaries are important. And in the state of Florida, if you're not going to name your spouse as your primary beneficiary, you actually have to have your spouse approve that move. You have to, they have to sign off.
That's
Right.
wild. I did not know that. That is so crazy.
That gets spicy.
Yeah, so that's yeah. So again, if you can't pull a fast one on your spouse because they do have to agree and consent to you leaving the money to bypass them.
Let me ask you this. Scott. I mean, does a will supersede what could be in your 401k plan? In other words, could you have designated a survivor and then your will contradict that because you didn't make a change on one of the two? Does one have power over the other?
Ooh, good.
The beneficiary will supersede the will. Remember that a will is really just a document for the courts to go by. So the will says I leave my car, my stuff, my lamp, my whatever to these people, but that can always be challenged in court. The reason people get trusts is because a trust is a pre-approved document by the court. The court's already signed off on it. So I have a trust. When I die, a judge has already seen to it that this document will be followed, right? Nobody can contest it. Now, what I will say is if you have non-qualified money that's just in a brokerage account or a savings account, and it's not an IRA and it's not a 401k, that is where the trust becomes important because those you can be challenged. A lot of times a savings account, for example, does not have a beneficiary. Think about all your savings accounts or your checking accounts, right? Now, they may be joint accounts, but they do not have a beneficiary. Now, if you have a brokerage account with one of the local brokerage firms, you can request that they do something called a TOD or transfer upon death. That document will determine who the beneficiary is. You don't even have to get a trust in that instance. Now, I always recommend to clients that they get a trust, even if it's a kind of a rudimentary trust. But if you, in lieu of that, before you do that, this TOD will make sure that your money goes where you want it to go.
Yeah, very cool. That's important information, too. So if you're out there, you have a 401k, definitely pay attention to that. I mean, anything can happen. You never know when you're going to go. So you definitely take it
For sure.
Talking to Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth for It's Only Money. Let's get to our second question here. How much money do people all over the world have? I can only assume that you're talking about different cultures have different income levels, and you're kind of looking at that to make yourself feel a little better.
Yeah, well, not exactly. I read this book, and I'm going to recommend this book. I read a lot of books about money, obviously, and rarely do I see one or a new one that I think keeps up with some of the older classics like The Millionaire Next Door, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But this book, The Wealth Ladder, which was written by a dude named Nick Maguli, I probably butchered his name, but I found it really interesting the way he broke down wealth. And if you look throughout the world, 39.5% of the world's inhabitants have less than $10,000. So 40% of the world has less than $10,000 in wealth. That's 1.49 billion people have less than $10,000. In the US, it's 18%. So 18% of the population has less than $10,000 worth of wealth. Remember, wealth isn't just money you have in the bank, it's equity in your house, it's your stuff, it's your jewelry, it's whatever. If you look at level 2, as he says it, 10,000 to 100 grand in wealth, that's 43% of the world's population have between $10,000 and $100,000 worth of wealth. That's 1.6 billion people. In the US, 21% of our population falls into that 10,000 to 100,000 range. If you look at level 3, that's 100,000 to a million. That's kind of upper middle class. That's 613 million people in the world, 16% of the population. 43% of the US population has that much wealth. We get to level 4, which is the affluent. That is 1.5% of the world's population, 54 million people worldwide, and 16% of the US population has between 1 million and $10 million. When you get to above 100 million, that's 30,000 people in the entire world.
Wow, that's incredible.
Less than 1% of the U.S. population. So he kind of frames this as level 1 being lower class, level 2 being working class, level 3 middle class, level 4 upper middle class, level 5 upper class, and the super rich, obviously at 100 million, your Elon Musk and Mark Cubans of the world. But I really like the way he kind of framed this. The way to think about it is, if you're level 1, you're paycheck to paycheck, which is a lot of people. A lot of people are still struggling. Level 2 is grocery freedom. When you go to the grocery store, you can more or less buy whatever you want. So you can get all the Oreos you want, Ross.
Yes.
Level 3, restaurant freedom. You go to a restaurant, you don't freak out about the bill. You're not too concerned that you can pay the bill. Now, level 4 is travel freedom. That's the level between 1 million and 10 million. You can pretty much go where you want, when you want. Level 5 is house freedom. You can buy any dang house you want.
That's right.
Hey, Jimmy.
And level 6 is impact freedom. You can use your money to do good in the world, although all the people in that category do not.
They're not
Isn't
givers.
it amazing?
They're not givers. It's almost like they kept that money to just keep it for themselves.
Well,
yeah,
You can do that.
I would argue is that a lot of times they will give money, right? There you're talking about the uber rich. Look at the Sackler family. Their name is tattooed on so many huge fundamental museums and like learning places, but it's kind of almost a bribe to be like, hey, look over here.
It's also tax stuff, right?
Yeah, there's certainly some virtue signaling that goes on. Hey, don't look at the fact that we have 100 million because we gave $1 million to the church or to the school over here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's certainly an element of that. Now, somebody like Warren Buffett, who's signed, a lot of billionaires have signed the Giving Pledge, where they're literally giving away 90% of their wealth. There are a lot in that category.
Yeah, Bill Gates, I believe, has already given away half of his fortune, and that doesn't count Melinda's part.
That's right. So a lot of these people who are successful, and I always kind of I distinguish between successful and rich. I kind of think of successful as the Warren Buffetts, the Bill Gates, who are, they've built giant businesses that employ a lot of people, that add a lot to our economy, and now they're giving away the obnoxious amounts of wealth they've accumulated because of it. Rich people are the people with the yachts and the gold-plated furniture and the things like that. So, and I'll let you determine who falls into that category.
Yeah, you can do that for sure. And then lastly here, I kind of don't understand this. How much money on a daily basis should I pause before spending? So how much should I spend on a daily basis or not spend on a daily basis kind of thing?
Yeah, so a lot of times we pull out our wallets and we pay for a Starbucks and we pay for a book or whatever we're buying that day. And he frames in this book, The Wealth Ladder, he talks about, if you think about wealth and you have $50,000 worth of wealth, let's say, and you assume you can earn 3.5% because that's what treasuries have earned historically, and you're contributing 3%, that's a total of $3,250 annual growth that year on your $50,000. Now, stay with me. This is a little bit dicey. But if you divide that $3,250 that you made on your 50 grand with your contribution, that's about $10 a day that you could spend up to and not erode your wealth. Did that make sense?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
So that person with 50,000 in wealth, to make it simple, if you pull out $10 to spend that day, you should pause. Not to say you shouldn't do it, but after you've paid for your food and your shelter and all these things, $10 in discretionary spending is where you should stop and pause. For a person with 250,000 in wealth, that number's $44 a day. And for a person with $1 million, it's $200 a day. So those are numbers, if you look at what you could earn historically in a treasury, something pretty simple and pretty much guaranteed, and how much you're contributing to your own wealth on average. Those numbers, $9 at 50 grand, $44 at 250, and $205 at $1 million, those are numbers you should stop and say, do I really want to do this?
Wow.
I question here. You say that's like the formula to make sure that you are saving enough money and you're not eroding your wealth.
Yeah, you're not talking to the capital.
Yeah, so I guess my question is, like, at the end of the month, if I saved $5, we're not eroding wealth though, right? Like, we're still going in the right direction?
You are. Obviously, that's not ideal, but at least you're not eroding the wealth you've already accumulated.
All right, cool. I am anti-erode.
You're not getting in your own way, if you will.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which happens often. With everybody, for the record, not just you, Ross, just everybody. You talk.
Now it really sounds like I save $5 a month.
You can talk yourself into some bad decisions for sure.
Not if you're buying $12 caviar, you're not.
Yeah.
It was one time. It was an impulse buy. I didn't want you to hear that part. Oh,
I heard it.
All right, Scott.
You got to remember, I'm always listening, Ross.
I look up to you financially and everything. So that sucked.
Well, I know that people out there, when they hear the segment, they certainly want to learn more. And I know that you guys welcome consultations, Scott. So how would someone do that?
Yeah, so if you go to edgewaterfamilywealth.com, there are several drop-down opportunities if you'd like to do a consult. I've said it a million times. We'll do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever you need to solve your problem. Most of the calls we can solve and help out in 5 minutes. Sometimes, it requires a consultation. There's 2 books on there. My book, I Never Made Anyone Rich, and another book that teaches you more or less how to interact with a financial advisor called I Got a Guy. And you can get those for free right there at edgewaterfamilywealth.com.
There you go, man. Good job today, buddy. Good questions. And by the way, if you have any questions for Scott, you're welcome to either send them to the texting service, but we're going to feature a listener question every week now. So, Scott, do you have an email that people could send that to as well?
Yeah, you can send that to scott.brown@raymondjames.com. Again, scott.brown@raymondjames.com. And we're going to try to get, like you said, we're going to try to get to a question every single week from here on in.
Yeah, because we want to make sure that we're still tuned in on what the listeners want to hear about and the information that they need out there. So, again, if you have a question at any given point, you can text us to it or scott.brown@raymondjames.com.
Yeah, love to have them.
Good seeing you, buddy. You guys give it up. Good luck for Scott Brown. There. We'll see you next week for sure. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Deb, what's coming up for you? Heard it here first.
New York City's mayor says a shooting suspect may have had an associate. Undocumented immigrants are arrested after semi-truck computer thefts, and we say goodbye to a baseball Hall of Famer. We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
You got it. We'll take a little break, come back, do You Heard It Here First, and get the hell out of here on a Tuesday.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey, Central Florida, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. Today is a Fox 35 weather impact day because we're expecting more intense heat to take hold across Central Florida. An extreme heat warning is in place. That begins at noon today and lasts through 7 p.m. That's because we're expecting a high of 99 degrees, but it will feel closer to around 110 to as high as 115 this afternoon, with a 40% chance of scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Everdoor Garage Door. Power outage? You're still rolling with Everdoor. Get $75 off a battery backup opener today. Don't let the dark shut you out. Everdoor keeps you moving. Visit everdoor.com. The garage door that lasts evermore.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here with my friends over at Rebath in Mid-Florida. So awesome, man. You got to drop by their showroom. Super easy to find up there in Altamont Springs. Right across from Kobe off 436. And when you walk in, you are going to see some models set up. Now, let me stop you real quick. That's not what you're buying. Those models are only there to show you their products configured into different bathroom ideas. And when you hire these guys, you'll have access to all those products. And let me tell you something else. 4 to 6 days, that's the average time of a job with the guys over at Rebath in Mid-Florida. Not only that, they do it with their employees, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And even better, if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, 10% off your bathroom. That's right, 10% off. That could be thousands of dollars. And what you're getting is incredible products, incredible craftsmanship, and 2 of the nicest guys you'll ever work with in your entire life. They simply want you to have a beautiful bathroom every single time. Multiple choices of toilets and tubs and sinks and lighting and cabinetry and flooring. It's all right there waiting for you right there at Rebath. Hop online, check out the before and afters, and book your own appointment. It's rebath.com.
This is Monster Jam. Get ready for big time fun for the whole family. Featuring Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Sparkle Smash, and more. Brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. Visit MorganMonsterJam.com to save $15 on tickets. Courtesy of Morgan & Morgan. Visit website for restrictions and details. Coming to Kia Center this Saturday and Sunday. Tickets on sale now.
If you wanna buy or sell quickly,
Worried about buying or selling your home? Don't be. The Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty does real estate differently, with buying and selling solutions faster than you could say. More tape? Nationally ranked and locally loved, TNG sells homes 2 times faster for an average of over 20,000 more. Check out the Nickley Group's over 3,000 5-star reviews. Get a guaranteed cash offer for your home today. Visit thenickley.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Celebrate your love this summer at the International Diamond Center and get a free romantic getaway. Hey guys, it's Russ Rollins from the Monsters. It's the Summer of Romance event now through the end of the month. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free trip. It's a great time to get engaged and get an engagement ring and let IDC buy your honeymoon. Here's how it works. If you spend $3,500, IDC will give you a 3-day, 2-night hotel getaway with a $100 Visa card for spending. Choose from a dozen romantic cities. Or spend $5,000 on her jewelry and IDC will give you a 3 or 4-night luxury cruise for 2. Spend $10,000 and you get a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort. Choose from 4 different countries. This is a great offer and people are loving it, but time is running out. It's absolutely ending August the 31st and will not be extended. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity from Florida's premier jeweler, International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall of Millennia. Details and restrictions at shopidc.com.
You've got apps for everything. Music, photos, even ordering coffee. But only one app gives you the live radio experience. It's radio your way. Anytime, anywhere. Join the millions already listening. The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit onefirmforlife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Hey, boys and girls, TK Law wants to remind us to look ahead. So we will look ahead on Real Radio. The Monsters in the Morning tomorrow have a very special Wednesday plan. They're getting ready for their big teacher event in just 1 week. So tune in to get the latest on what's happening with that. And Ray Trenley in studio. That happens tomorrow on The Monsters in the Morning. And don't forget, when it's time to look ahead, do it with the team at TK Law to plan your family's future. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey guys, love the show.
Thank you, buddy.
2 quick things. One, in Arizona, they face that warm pool problem all the time, and they actually have companies that deliver large blocks of ice to cool off the pool. Second, hey Jack, do you guys have a podcast for the Yacht Rock with you and your first mate? I can't find it anywhere. Thanks guys, love you. Bye.
And we do not have a podcast because you can't use licensed music in a podcast and then have it downloadable where people can replay it, because all those copyright laws come into play. It's different when we play it on the radio.
Right, yeah. So what happens is we can play it, but the problem is when we replay it in a podcast, people can download and listen to the song for free.
So that would be illegal music sharing.
Yeah, that's illegal for us. So we have a license to play it on the air, but the problem is it's the podcast that really kind of screws us over. And we haven't figured out an effective way to get that out of there. The swoosh thing was kind of an idea we had where you could hear a song you recommended, then swoosh, and then it's just easier to edit. But maybe AI will take care of that. Jack, maybe we can do that.
Yeah.
All right,
we'll leave it up to AI. Ross.
Yeah, there you go.
He said Al.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A1. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
So is Sauce Daddy.
It's true.
All right, let's find out what about, oh, God. Let's do You Heard It Here first. Jeez Louise.
It's time for You Heard It
11
Here
minutes.
First
I know,
on the Jim Colbert
11
Show.
minutes.
I know.
New York City police are investigating a possible, quote, associate, end quote, of the suspect behind the shooting that left 4 people dead, including a police officer. Merrick Eric Adams says pieces of the semi-automatic rifle used in the killings were bought by an associate of suspect Shane Tamura.
We are now attempting to identify him and question him at this time.
Adams called it, quote, an evolving investigation, end quote. Closer to home, 4 people in this country illegally have been arrested in an organized theft scheme aimed at long-distance truck drivers.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you into?
Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Cronister said the suspects were going after electronic control modules, or ECMs, of the big rigs and hit garages up and down the West Coast.
That number alone is staggering, 93 victims in 20 cases throughout our county, Lee County, Polk County, and as far north as Duval County.
So Cronister says the suspect sold the ECMs to a broker in Texas. And, of course, once you take out those electronic control modules, the big rig is basically useless.
Yeah, it is. And, by the way, those things are very valuable.
Very valuable. Yeah. The 4 suspects are facing a total of 193 criminal charges. Total damage to the trucks estimated at what?
So each one of the modules and what they have to do to get it out of there, I'll go $7,000.
No, I'm thinking 700,000.
Oh my! What are you crazy? $1 million.
$750,000. Points Ross. Points Ross.
That's just what I'm known for.
What the?
He is a big rig truck driver that's just waiting to come out of his shell.
You got them girl mud flaps, Tom?
I mean, that's us.
You got them hot girl mud flaps? You got the Playboy mud flaps?
I got the Playboy mud flaps.
All right.
And then finally, Baseball Hall of Fame second baseman Ryan Sandberg died Monday at the age of 65.
Yeah, man, it was a real bummer.
It was a sad night in our house.
He's a good dude, was a great player, and I remember watching him play for the Cubs. I had his rookie card for a while. Good old Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, Ryan.
Yeah.
R-Y-N-E.
Yeah.
But how old? What was the cause of death? That's
metastatic prostate cancer.
Yeah.
Bummer.
I guess he had beat it at one point, or it had kind of, what do they call it?
Went into remission?
Yeah, went into remission. I think it came back and it just came back strong and metastasized into other parts of his body.
Well, I know Sandberg had announced in January of 2024 that he was being treated for metastatic prostate cancer. Now, for those who don't know, Ryan played 15 of his 16 big league seasons, like you said, Jimmy, for the Chicago Cubs, for whom he made 10 All-Star games, won 9 Gold Glove awards, 7 Silver Sluggers, and was named the National League's most valuable player in 1984. His number 23 is retired by the Cubs, and a statue of him was unveiled outside Wrigley Field last summer. Following his player career, Sandberg managed the Philadelphia Phillies from 2013 to 2015 before returning to the Cubs as an ambassador.
Very nice.
And you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert Show.
Thanks, Deb. Appreciate that very much.
Sure.
Who do we have to thank today?
Well, we want to thank attorney Mo DeWitt. Yay! Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Thanks, Mo.
For saucing up our Tuesdays. Also want to thank Scott Brown from Edgewater Family Wealth for It's Only Money. In case you missed his timely financial advice, his podcast has already been posted at the Jim Colbert Show. And then last but never least, Sam Bowen and Candace Rich for running our YouTube chat.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate that as we do every single day. Jack, question of the day.
Have you ever tried Kratom in our YouTube chat?
If you're just joining in, you missed a banger of an episode.
I will go
available for podcast.
7% say yes.
That's what I was thinking.
Wow, 9.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
9%.
yeah.
Little freakier than you thought.
Yeah. And Ross, stand up?
Yes, tomorrow I will be in Flagler Beach at a place called Breakaways. You can get your tickets off of rosscomedy.com. And then next week I'll be out in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Very
so
nice.
I'll miss you guys on next Thursday.
So rosscomedy.com. rosscomedy.com. Thanks, guy. Appreciate it.
Jokes are being told. You
All right,
should
very
give
nice.
me your ears.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. What do you say?
Yeah.
No, let's do another day, Jimmy. What do you think? How about another 2?
Back to one. Back to one.
On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I'm Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Tuesday evening.
And stay cool. See you tomorrow. Bye.
It's the damn dentures, y'all.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim